Oh, hello. I am live. Hi, guys. I am live. Back again. So this is a surprise one. I decided to do Diablo because those of you who know I love Diablo, and they've recently remastered it, or as they call it, Resurrected. So yeah, I'm here with the Red Gaming, who is, well, I'm going to add him afterward. So the Red Gaming is obviously a Diablo fan as well, and I figured, you know what, both Diablo fans might as well play together. We were saying we should do some sort of team up for a while now, and just never happened. So yeah, here it is. Let me add the Red Gaming back.
But if I do
Hello,
other...
it's the Red Gaming. I'm gonna put your socials on there. There you go. The Red Gaming is on the screen now.
Nice. What's going on, everybody? Hello from the East Coast.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah, I was just letting them know that if I go with fire spells, I kind of get the cheese of getting better mana recovery. So I'm kind of thinking I might go either lightning or cold, but I haven't decided yet. I think I'm going to have to go lightning, because if I go cold, I'm going to kill the corpses that you need to resurrect things.
Actually, I didn't think of that. That's a good point. Oh, let's talk to Warif. I'm just gonna skip all that. Like you, I've played the game so many times, so I don't need to hear the "good day."
Good day!
Good day! It's like the most annoying thing after you heard it a million times. Good day!
And we got Leon Klaus joining in on us for funs and giggles.
Just gonna call him Leon. Which is funny because I watched the new Resident Evil film, which has a Leon in it.
Isn't there a VR one that they just did?
Resident Evil 4 is VR. I don't know if the new Village is VR compatible. Oh, have you got a VR, by the way? I bought one recently for Christmas.
I have not gone VR. I am not that dedicated yet, I guess.
Oh, Amira's just joined. Hello, you're streaming late. Yes, I am, Amira. Sorry. We're doing US time, so it's what time is it in the US?
Yeah, it's 7:05 p.m.
7:05 p.m.
Because of
That's
daylight
East Coast,
savings. Because we're weird. We're weird over here across the pond.
Okay, well we got daylight savings as well, so.
You guys do?
Yeah, we got it as well.
I swore you didn't.
It's only 1 hour difference though.
Yeah, no, we do the same.
Yeah.
I didn't think you guys did that.
We did it. We do it. I don't know when it is because my phone just adjusts it for me, so I never know when it happens until one day you realize.
It's spring fall back, so
yeah.
It's usually after the equinoxes. All right, you ready to go kill some shit?
Yeah, let's do that. How is Amira, by the way? Don't you have work? Isn't it a bit late for you to be up?
All who oppose me, beware.
I love the necromancer phrases.
When?
He said, "All who oppose me, beware." But he said it in that cool way.
He was pretty good. All who oppose me, beware.
Yeah, you see, that's the pause. There's a certain pause that you got to do.
Yeah, you gotta give it that gusto. So my only fear is that this other person is going to try and take all the stuff. So get ready to get frustrated.
Okay.
Oh, they left. Never mind.
Fine.
We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, there's probably not as much going on in the European side. Oh, Amira's gonna leave. Have fun streaming. Thank you, Amira. See you next time. Didn't expect you to stay up anyway.
Where did you go?
I'm just trying to find corpses, and then I realized I only need one because I can only summon one. I'm so used to like summoning loads. I'm still in Bloodmoor.
Oh, you...
Did you move to the cold plains?
No, I'm still here. I'm sitting in front of the den.
Oh, okay.
The den of evil.
Actually, you know, let me come to you then. I was actually just trying to level up. I'm not used to having only one skeleton. It's a bit annoying. It's like you drive a Mustang and then you switch to a Nissan Micra, and you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's not ideal. It's not the right course of action.
We got that level up.
Sorry, I'm out of stamina. Again, another thing that I'm not used to.
Look at that! Look at that skeleton.
Yep.
Oh man, they did such a good job creating the models on this. You know you can zoom in by hitting F, right?
I did not know that. Hold on. Whoa, damn.
Yep.
How do I zoom in? Not as much.
No, it's either it's that or
It's
anything
all
at
or
all.
nothing.
You don't get anything else. It's all or nothing.
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. All right, we're going in.
Den of Evil.
As much as I love this zoomed in view, I can't see anything, so I gotta zoom out.
Right. I gotta turn the. I gotta turn the sound down a little bit more.
I'll go at 20%.
There we go.
That's what I do with every game. I turn the sound down to like sub 10% usually. Otherwise, it's way too loud.
What do we got? Oh yeah. Already got dual charge bolt due to this crude staff that I just accrued.
The thing is, right, I want to like...
should split gold between us.
I want to like lightning, but frozen orb is just too good.
Lightning's... if you don't resist lightning, it's the most deadly form of magic in the game.
Lightning?
Lightning, yes. Normally, most people on a hardcore run die the moment they get to Act 2 because of the scarabs.
Ah, okay. Well, if you're a paladin, you can just turn on the resist aura, and then you'll be alright. Maybe not in Act 2, though.
No, not by Act 2. Don't have any regeneration of mana, so... Or mana, I'm sorry.
It's like data or data. It's funny that it's different pronunciations for the same word. Like
I love English, man.
Like for instance, you guys say router, so you know when your internet's on the fritz, and then you adjust your router.
Yeah, go reset the router.
Yeah, no, but
what do you call it?
No, we say router.
Router?
So we don't say router, we say router.
It's almost like the vowels are swapped around.
Yeah, and you know, I used to laugh about the word aluminum, because obviously in American it's aluminum, right? So I was laughing at it.
This is the aluminium.
Yeah, so I was laughing at it, and then I realized you guys actually spell it aluminum, so technically you're pronouncing it correctly, because you've changed the spelling.
Yeah, I found out about that a little while ago.
I was convinced it was spelled the same.
We actually do.
So all these years I was like, oh...
All of those lightning bolts just missed.
Yeah, that's the problem. Do you want the gloves, or should I grab them?
You can grab them.
I don't have... I'm very naked, I don't have anything.
And you can grab that diamond.
Oh yeah, remember you love gems. Is it for the rune words? You use the gems for the rune words, right?
The runes themselves are runes. The gems are just the gems.
No, I mean to change the runes to the next one up. You need the gems, right?
You need the Herodra cube.
But
and that's not until Act 2.
Don't you add a gem to it so it goes to the next one?
No. There's certain things you can use to do stuff to change them,
okay.
But the predominant is you need 3 of a type to basically level it up.
Okay.
At least if I remember the sub stuff correctly.
Maybe it was just offline then, because we used to combine like a chipped ruby with 3 different, 3 of the same runes, and then it's supposed to go to the next one up. But that was a while ago.
I think you were just wasting a gem.
Okay.
There's certain things I can bring up a thing here in a second once we get further down. We get to like a break point where you're doing stuff at the town and stuff. I can bring it up, but there's all kinds of recipes. So it's like there's some stuff that you need it to change it for something, but the predominant is three of one to do another.
Yeah.
I hate having such weak stamina.
Well, you should be okay as long as you don't get hit.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. The well helped out.
No, the well that I accidentally used for no reason.
So weird. I'm so used to doing fire mage.
Fire's the most damage right out of the three.
Fire gives you warmth, and warmth regenerates your mana. So it's usually better to do it.
Oh yeah, because
then
we're
you
doing.
don't constantly have to use potions.
Yeah, because we're doing the one tree thing. I forgot.
Yes.
Otherwise, straight away I just put 1 point there. I think 1 point's all you need. Late game, the items boost it so much.
I usually like to get to about 80% if I'm doing something.
80%.
Time to play Inventory Simulator.
Yes?
Oh man, I'm not even strong enough to wear armor yet. This is terrible.
I can't even afford a Tome of Town Portal. Alright, let me sell. No, even if I sell this. Oh wait. Nope. I need more money. That's annoying.
How much do you need?
I need like 200.
So
No.
it isn't sharing the gold. That's not good. Let
Uh,
me 2 1 5 1. All right, there's a pile of
wait, where'd you get that
split
from?
pile on the ground.
Didn't you
Been
just start?
picking it up.
Really? 2,000?
Yeah, I have like 4,000.
Okay, I didn't. Some
I
reason
sold shit.
I didn't have
I
any.
sold shit, and I feel like being generous.
Okay. If only people did that with Bitcoin. I got them made a few mil.
If I only had Bitcoin.
Oh, you don't have any?
No, not yet.
Oh, damn. I thought everyone had a bit because people have been buying just here and there.
Yeah, I have yet to get it, unfortunately. Cap. These gloves. And then add my skill.
I hate this leather cap. It's the worst looking headgear. Let me zoom into it. Oh, look at that.
So, fun little thing. You know how you used to get the legendary stuff?
Right.
You know how you like get the greens, how they looked different, but they never changed on your person, they just were colored?
Yeah.
They are changed in this. They look like what they're supposed to.
Oh, really? Okay. So they have
Yep.
to make a bunch of models
So if
then.
you get the cap with the... Yeah, if you get the cap with the feathers, your cap has feathers. If you get the shield with a bunch of stuff on it, your shield has the bunch of stuff on it.
Oh, that's good, I
It's
guess.
really cool.
I mean, it's been 20 years, so they should have been able to add that.
You would think.
We did pay for the game again, so I think money talks.
It's Blizzard. They don't care.
They used to care. That's what I would say. They used to care. But then again, it's like, you know, any games company, they used to care, and then it gets to a point when they're too big, and they go, meh. Like, look at Activision.
Well, isn't Blizzard and Activision in the same boat now?
I think
Don't they own each other?
Activision might own Blizzard. I think
Activision owns Blizzard.
yeah, I think Activision's the bigger one, so I think they must be the parent company.
Then there's some rumor that Microsoft is trying to acquire Activision. I don't know if that's
damn.
true or not, or if I just misread something.
Maybe. I know. Microsoft have acquired or acquiring Call of Duty, and they're going to be making the next Call of Duty supposedly.
Oh, so they're pulling an asset from it.
Yeah,
Okay, that
I
makes
don't
more
think they're
sense.
taking over Activision completely, because then that would be a big deal, like a very expensive deal. I don't think Microsoft
well, they
cares
already-
that much.
I mean, they already bought Bethesda for a obscene amount of money, so...
Well, I actually don't know how much money Bill Gates has, so I know it's a lot, but I don't know how much a lot is.
Well, Bill Gates doesn't. He's not in charge of it anymore. It's somebody else.
Oh, doesn't he?
He's out of it now.
Completely out of it?
He's just doing his own thing. Yeah, he just gets royalties, I think. I don't think he has any decision making whatsoever.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's been in it long enough. I guess it makes sense. Do something new, right?
Yeah, he's off trying to cure malaria.
I saw a picture of him at like a taco stand, and he's just buying a taco. And people were like, "Hey, do you know who that is?"
Ah, champions.
Well, hopefully my Skeletors are okay.
They're just... I can't get enough of the sounds. It's just like, Right, so we're gonna do an experiment.
When they die, they really die.
Okay, so this is... Open up your inventory
Okay.
and watch your inventory.
Right.
Did you get any gold?
I think so. Wait, let me drop some. Then pick that up. Let me see if I get any. Nope, didn't get any there.
Okay, so they don't have the split going on. Okay, I'll just keep an eye on what I'm getting, and I'll just divide it. I personally don't care.
Neither do I. I mean, we don't really
I'm all about having fun. I don't give a crap about the stuff. We got a habeas corpus. Another necromancer joins the game.
Well, it's a very popular class.
Wonder if...
It's my favorite class.
Well, it's because you get summons.
Yeah, I just like having minions that do the work for me.
Why not try a druid? Because it's not the same.
Because the wolves are crap, that's why. I tried to make it work. I seriously did, and it never works.
Take that back.
It never works,
You gotta
man.
get the right sage spirit.
Like, every
You gotta
druid...
get that right sage.
Every druid has to have werewolf to supplement their summons, otherwise if they go pure summon they just die. Whereas if I go pure summon, I'm fine.
That's fair. In this situation, what we're doing, yes. It'd be better to do elemental magic and be a fire and ice guy.
Yeah.
Having to get back
The
into
druid-
the use of the hotkeys.
Druid is literally a red mage. It's like can do everything, but it's the master of none. That's the problem with it. And if you specialize in one area a lot to make it viable, then it's like, well, why not just play that class? Why not be a barbarian or be a mage or be a summoner?
That's fair.
I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of meta build that I don't know about. But that was my experience with Druid.
That's Stony Field. We need to go to the other place. See, I don't know because I don't. Druid was the last class that I ever did, so I never really gave it a good heart. But once when Taco was using it, he was doing quite well with it.
Okay. Maybe they've rebalanced it.
I think it's more of a you have to pick and choose what you're going to be doing. You have to be more selective on how your build is. Okay, cool. Burial grounds.
Yeah, as far as I know, the werewolf with the spirit wolves or dire wolves as a backup, that build works.
Yes.
Too many empty graves.
But then again, I just feel like you should just be a melee class then.
I guess that's where they did better with the Witch Doctor in Diablo 3.
Yeah.
They learned from their mistake.
I just don't like the way Diablo 3 feels. The great thing about this game is they maintain the feel of 2 quite well.
If you can help for Act 2, that would be great. Let me see if I can even message.
Wait, that's the trade
I wanna
channel,
be on
right? So
the
they're not
couch.
actually in our game.
Oh, okay. Never mind. So I'm going to change it to game so that we don't have to worry about that. Can you go from there?
I was wondering who the hell Ragnarok was.
They're the end of the earth. They're the end of the earth. End of the world in Norse terms. You can probably wear that leather armor, maybe.
Yeah, actually, let's check the
I
wand.
don't have enough strength.
Let's check the wand. Ooh, this is a good wand. +3 to raise skeleton, +1 to skeleton mastery, +1 to teeth. So technically that's allowed, right? Because,
Ooh.
you know,
Yes,
the teeth
absolutely.
is given by an item.
Yeah, items do not affect. If you get it from an item, by all means. That is the loophole. Oh my god, she did half of my health with one of her arrows.
Oh, that's the problem with no vitality. Oh, I don't have any mana. I'm just gonna go melee.
I don't have any armor either. It's not even vitality at this point, it's just straight up armor.
Alright.
You're so fast.
Yeah, she is quite fast. That's why I need the Decrepify. Come on, Blood Raven. She's out of bounds.
Yeah, what the hell?
I've not seen her do that before.
Not enough mana.
Not enough mana. Come on,
Freaking beat her within an inch of her life.
box her in.
Oh god. Oh god, mistakes were made.
I think there's some... no, there isn't. Do you want... I can drop some health potions if you want. You want some potions?
Nah, it's all good.
There's one there. Melee. She's not hitting me for some reason.
Of course she isn't.
You want the ring?
Yes, please.
I'll take the
I
shield.
can't use a shield, so... And I'll sell the club and javelin. I did level up.
I
so
can use a shield.
Time to add to that vitality.
Alright.
We are...
Return
Then
to...
we get to get our helper. I'll use a town.
Oh, never mind. I was just about to say, let me do it. Oh, now we've got 2 rogues.
Yeah, now we're solid for a while.
Alright.
You just don't make the mistake like I did and reset too early.
I try not to. I try and save it for an emergency. If for some reason the build is just broken.
This build is garbage.
Yeah. So it's not gonna work, man. You gotta change it. Then that's the time to do it. Otherwise, should have no problems. Alright, so Stony Field then, right? Let me go back through the portal. You know,
Yeah.
if I use your one and use mine, then they stay open, right?
Yes, sir.
It's a loophole. Open 2
Why
portals.
if we do oh shit, I need to go. Hold on. I gotta go repair my weapon. So the key, like what we did with Bale
Yeah.
or Ball, however you want to pronounce them, we set up points on each side for us to use, and it was the one or the other. So we were basically like, okay, we don't use our own, we use the other, and we constantly loop back and forth and use a Kara to heal.
Hmm. Makes sense.
So that's one of the strats.
Alright. Every little helps.
Alright.
We already know where the Stony Field is, so it's up
Yeah,
here.
we just gotta find the waypoint and then not get beaten up by Rakanichu or however you pronounce the dude's name. Look at you finding all that cool stuff.
Oh no, that was a key chest. I always keep a bunch of keys on me.
Yeah, of course. See, you get it. You understand.
Gotta have those keys, man. Stack of 12. Alright,
Never know when you're gonna need them.
it's true. Alright, let's do vitality now. Yeah. Now I can get one more skeleton.
The stinking goat men. Oh, there's a special one.
Some nice potions there.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna pick some of those up. Replenish my my lack thereof.
Wait, what level am I? I'm 5. I was about to say, where's my golem? And then I
You
realised.
should be showing up soon.
Oh, lock chest. Meh. Wasn't that good. Yeah, I need one more level.
Sometimes they are a disappointment.
Yeah, it's no guarantee. They're like scratch cards.
Oh, we're not gonna. It kind of sucks that he left because now we're not gonna gain as much experience.
Oh, because it scales, right?
Yeah, it scales.
Oh, you need that. Mana recharge.
Yes, definitely.
Alright, I need to find people to kill ASAP. Oop,
Oh, there's a waypoint. Hell yeah.
there you go. Tome. And so it came to pass. Something, something. That one I don't know.
Something.
Yeah, I never paid attention to that one.
It's basically the Countess, the chick you farm for runes.
Okay.
Yeah, for a bloodbath. That's what she says.
Yeah, I just know the Deckard Cain ones more because I hear it so often.
Good Kane, you've got to get out of here. Ah! You think I
Yeah.
can move after being in this cage for so long? What the hell?
Yeah, if you talk to him as he's trying to escape, he gives you that speech. And he's like, regrettably, I could do nothing. It's like, but did you try, though? Did you try?
I mean, you're this arcane wizard guy, right?
I feel like he would just stand
No,
there.
I just read.
Yeah, he would just stand there and be like, oh, don't do that. It's not good. Don't. No, don't. Stop. Ooh,
Oh, please.
Optimus is here. Hello, comrade. How are you? This is
Is the stream not working right?
it's
Hold on, I
it's
think I have
American
issues with
time.
My side.
I'm operating on American time. And here with me is the Red Gaming. Alright.
Of course, my internet is going terrible.
Yeah, there's very few viewers right now because, you know, it's like 1 o'clock. Well, 12:30. You'd think the US market will be open now, but apparently no one wants to watch.
And for some reason, my internet is lagging terribly, so bear with me just a moment.
No problems. Optimus says, splendid. Check Twitch. Saw you on. Very good. And you? Yes, oh, damn. Almost died there. Yeah, no, I'm good. The Red Gaming's obviously in America, so it's more like an evening for him. So that's why I'm streaming so late. It's late for me, but not for him.
Yeah, it's fresh into the evening for me.
Yeah. Which is fine. I sleep late anyway, so it didn't really affect me. I can get my golem now. Alright. Let's summon the golem. That's tankiness right there. Optimus says, yes, it's past midnight for you, da? Yes, comrade, yes. It is 12:32 in the AM. Okay. How is Optimus?
Technically, you're in the future.
Yeah, it's funny how that works, right? Imagine you take a plane and you change time zones. You've time traveled. I'm hours in the future. I can tell you what happens, and then you know you can make the right investments in the stock market and become rich. Optimus says, "Oh,
Only
12-hour stream." Yeah, Optimus always wants me to do a 12-hour stream because I did it that one time.
Never leave.
Yeah.
You can't. You are trapped here forever.
I wonder if it'll work.
My internet is lagging.
You know, if
hard.
someone does a 24-hour stream, you know, like he just leaves it on, so even if he's sleeping, it's still on. I wonder if that's a thing.
No, people sleep on stream. It's weird.
Yeah, no, but
It's super duper weird.
So you're just watching them just sleeping,
Yes,
and
that's the thing.
they can't respond to chat or anything. So I don't get it. What's the point?
Because people are weird.
I mean, I understand if it's a female streamer because, you know, of the nature of men. So that I understand, but if it's a guy doing it, then
Listen,
it's like,
alien. Everybody be thirsty out there.
okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who.
It,
It's just what.
it doesn't matter on the gender. It's equal opportunities, man.
It's equal opportunity, yes.
That's the way forward. The way forward is the way backwards. Optimus says, people sleep on streams. Since you mentioned 24 hour, better idea. Yes, Optimus. One day, you know what? Maybe one day I will try and do a 24-hour stream. Maybe. That would make you very happy.
I would have to do something that was very particular. I could not just do any game.
I guess it would have to be multiple games. I think you would just change game every couple of hours or something like that.
Oh no!
Right. Oh. Run away.
Yeah, have your minions distract them for us.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm having like 34% frame drop. It's the worst.
Alright, let me pop a potion there. The good thing about this game is it's not going to interfere with Optimus's motion sickness because it's not fast motion.
That sucks. I don't know what I'd do if I was motion sick.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I get it sometimes.
If I stream like FPS, like Call of Duty and stuff, then he gets dizzy watching. So, but the thing is, I normally am playing those kind of games.
See, I'm not very much an FPSer.
Yeah, I'm
Very slow and steady wins the race kind of guy.
I'm primarily a FPSer because that's where I started. In the 90s, I started with Doom, Quake, those kind of games, and then I moved on to Counter-Strike in the late 90s. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like amazing FPS.
Game I
player.
haven't heard in a long time is Counter-Strike.
Yeah, because it's not as big as it used to be. I think, to be honest, Call of Duty killed Counter-Strike, to be honest. Optimus says, I
Oh, yeah,
dabbled in this
definitely.
game once upon a time. What, this game is in Diablo, or...? Yeah, so Call of Duty pretty much killed Counter-Strike. So they ran parallel for a while, but then the masses just flocked to Call of Duty, so became like, what's the point? Counter-Strike kind of moved on to hyper-competitive
Call of Duty.
people. You know, those ones who really want to win. It kind of turned into one of those games.
Yeah.
Whereas the casual
No,
lot moved over.
Yeah. It's like I tried to do when I first started streaming, I tried to do Call of Duty, but it was just such like I couldn't have the mic on, I couldn't communicate because the moment I turned mic communication, I got all kinds of slurs and bad words, and I was like, well, can't put this on the internet.
It is a frustrating game, though, isn't it? There's a charm there. You know, when rage killing and that kind of stuff.
Well, my thing is I suck, so I give everybody the kills that they need to get their kill streaks, and then I just get murdered by predator missiles.
It's
So
a
I just kind of get
compound
mad.
effect. You let them get kills so they can get more kills.
Oh yeah, it's not
Optimus.
fun for me, I can tell you that.
Well, I would imagine not. Optimus says, yeah, it was back in 2009. Oh, so you played it quite late then. Okay. Because it came out in 2000, so... I played it more, do you know what it is? Everyone remembers what they were doing during 9/11, right? And for me, I was playing Diablo. That's what I was doing.
I was in school.
Well, you know, I was in school as well, and I was in boarding school, so literally it was... This is what happened, right? It was so... I think surreal was the word, because, you know, because it's such a big event, it doesn't seem real. Like, you know it's real because you're watching it on the news.
100%.
But then you have to keep reminding yourself that it's real. It's not one of those things where someone goes, oh, 9/11 happened. You're like, oh, cool, I believe that. You know, everyone's reaction was like, what? Like, how? Like, how is that possible?
Yeah, how did this...
Yeah.
Why is this a thing?
And then you just see more and more video footage of towers collapsing and stuff, and you're like, whoa, like what the hell is going on? And that was my experience. And I was in boarding school, and I came up because we got upstairs. We don't leave because we're in boarding school, so we went upstairs after a school day, and it just became like, have you seen the news? And we're like, no. And then that's it. And the next 2-3 weeks of constant reporting on it.
Good day.
I was in 10th grade,
Right.
and I was in English class, and we didn't think it was real for the first hour because there was no real like concept of time at that point because everybody was like freaking out.
Yep.
We were like, what are these people talking about? Like, what's going? That would never happen. And then you're just like, oh, it did happen.
When they hit the Pentagon, that's when I thought, what? They got the Pentagon as well? It's like, oh my god, they got the Pentagon, guys.
Yeah, it was that's right up the road from us, so that was real close to home.
Oh, so you would have seen a lot of the chaos then, right? Or some of it.
Yeah, I had friends whose parents took the day off, and their office was where the plane hit.
Hi there.
They just woke up and said, nah, I don't feel like going to work, and good job.
Best holiday in the world. Literally.
Yeah, it's very surreal. That's the most surreal thing I could say is going, yeah, I don't feel like going to work today. I'm just going to take off, and then your office gets destroyed, and you're like, oh, good call me.
Funny enough, my house got broken into the day that I swapped days. So I was supposed to be out, and I'm guessing that's why they chose that day. They probably, cased the joint. So then as they broke in, I was there, and then they saw me, they ran off. And I was like, wow, if I didn't swap shifts with someone, I would have been out, and they would have taken whatever they wanted.
Wow.
These things happen. Optimus.
I've never had to experience. Oh, I've had stuff happen where people have like tried to break in and stuff, but I never had them like officially do it. So
Yeah.
it's crazy that you got away with it.
Well, I mean, it's crazy they didn't want to fight. I mean, it's some robbers are aggressive. They'll break in, and it doesn't matter if you're there. They'll just take you out, or they'll try to at least, or they got a knife or something. But then these guys just, they were like the traditional robbers who just wanted the money, and then because there was a challenge, they were like, nah, it's not really worth it. Optimus says, parents kept me home from school that day, and I spent it playing Perfect Dark, then to arcade. Oh, Perfect Dark on the N64. I love that game. Or was it the Xbox version? I don't know which one you're playing.
Hopefully, it's the original.
The original was amazing.
64.
The music in that game was really good.
Yeah, that's primetime Rare right there. You got to go through the portal before I do.
All right, okay. Rare was such a good
Otherwise,
company.
I'll get rid of it.
But they don't make games anymore, right?
Sucks. No, they got absorbed.
Oh, who owns them now?
Microsoft owns Rare, but they had to split properties because Nintendo owned parts of the other stuff.
Okay.
So it's like, it's ridiculous. So if
They got ripped apart,
Microsoft
basically.
could never make like a Conquer game or
certain
they
franchises they
technically
can't
could
touch.
do Banjo-Kazooie, but they technically can't.
Okay. Oh, Alex is here. He says Sea of Thieves is Rare, I think. I've never played Sea of Thieves. Have you heard of that game?
Yeah, it's I think it's predominantly Xbox. I don't think it's on. I think it's PC, Xbox.
Hello to Alex, by the way. You're up late, aren't you? No work tomorrow? Oh no, Sunday, isn't it? Ugh. Duh. What am I saying, man? I've lost track of time. And Optimus says hated the Xbox version, OG 64 one. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I didn't like Perfect Dark initially because it was supposed to be the sequel to GoldenEye, and because obviously Perfect Dark's got nothing to do with GoldenEye, but it's the same engine and the same style of gameplay. But in terms of like, it's not a Bond game, so I was a bit annoyed. I was like, oh, I wanted another Bond game, and then I got Perfect Dark instead. But then when I played it, I was like, you know what? Forget that it's not a Bond game. That aside, it's actually a really good game. So I learned to love it.
Yeah,
basically.
I love the pistols. The pistols were my favorite. The three-shot burst.
Yeah. What I loved was, when you completed the game, you had access to all the theme songs. So it was like a little
Oh, you did? That's right. Yeah.
It was a jukebox kind of system. So you can just pick the song that you want. And I used to go through them all. I think my favorite one was probably Area 51. And there's always two versions. There's Area 51 and Area 51X. So every song had the X version, which is essentially the sped up version. You know, when crap hits the fan. You want the ring?
What is it?
It's right there.
Oh no, it's a good. I didn't know if you identified it or not.
No, I didn't.
We got champion spike fiends.
Yeah, the summons are getting to an acceptable level now, where it's... I just sit back and watch now. Optimus says,
Hang out.
I miss it, I can't play it though. Oh, because of the motion sickness. But to be fair, it wasn't that fast. It's not as fast as the FPS of today.
I mean, I could see where it'd be a problem, but it definitely is not as fast paced as
It's because
everything is
the
nowadays.
N64 only had a single stick, so then you couldn't look around as fast as you can today. Oh, interestingly, you know GoldenEye, I think also Perfect Dark, it had a system where you could use two control pads, and that way, if you use them both together at the same time, then you got two control sticks.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so you know how we by default we have two sticks now because you need two sticks, but back then they only had one.
Yeah.
So you could use two pads to combat that. And Optimus
I
says
finally have armor because I put 5 points into strength.
it's still first-person movement. Oh, so it's any sort of first-person movement. Oh, that means you can't do VR then. VR would be killer for you.
VR would be absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, I do get motion sickness, but only on like boats and stuff. Or really rough car ride. You know when the guy's driving and he's not shifting properly. You know, some people do the lazy shifting where they drive for themselves and not for the passengers. Do lazy shifting, then eject people around.
I always hate it when I drive my stick shift and I basically mess up a shift. I'm like, I've been doing this for like over 10 years. This is BS. This shouldn't be as bad.
Yeah, that's the difference between the UK and the States, because our cars are literally 95% manual. We rarely have any autos.
I wish more of our cars.
Yeah, but in the US it's reversed.
I wish more of them were not auto because most of the time people don't really pay attention to what they're doing, so they
because it's so easy, right?
drive like a bad L.
Yeah, on their phone, doing their makeup, etc, etc.
Oh god.
Alex says I got motion sickness on Skyrim VR. I've not played Skyrim VR. I would imagine that would be quite fun because it's got a first-person mode, hasn't it? You can switch it to first-person.
And then there would be, could you do Skyrim VR in third person?
I
want to do Skyrim VR?
I think it's more of the do you want to as opposed to the do can you. Although I don't know because I've never tried it. VR wasn't out when Skyrim came out, so. Or maybe it was, but it was like really in the infancy stages. It's my face on a lizard. Alright.
That's hilarious.
Okay. Oh, I've got no more scrolls. Oh, there's one here.
Councils?
Ask and you shall receive.
Indeed.
Fire is maximum damage. Oh, that's melee. Why not? Actually, you know what? Stamina's more important. Okay. So how comes Alex is up so late? What time do you normally sleep? You still getting lag because A lot of times it seems like you're just standing there.
Yeah, I'm trying to I'm doing like two things at once here.
Oh, okay.
It's locked up. Oh. Yeah, that's... Now I just completely dropped.
Amulet, nice. Oh, we found the waypoint already and I was looking for it. Did we find where the tree is?
No, not yet.
Oh, I'll look for the tree then. Alex says, I normally go to bed like 10:30, but I was waiting for today's Wordle puzzle at midnight, and now I'm drinking whiskey. Optimus can relate, because there's alcohol involved, and that is his life. Oh, you see?
Alcoholism.
You know what? The really
Alcoholism should not be life.
the really interesting thing about Optimus, right? He finds the most weirdest mixes of alcohol. Like, for instance, he'll put alcohol into, like, you know, like green tea. You know, stuff that you don't normally expect alcohol to be put into. He finds like a weird mix. So I'm even though I don't drink, I always want to know what he's drinking because it's so interesting.
Alright, what is going on?
Alex says,
Please hold while we experience...
Ardbeg, very nice. Is Ardbeg a whiskey? I don't know my alcohol. Oh, I found a tree.
This tree shines with inner spirits.
Can't help you because for some reason my thing is dead.
It's okay, my summons are doing alright. Oh, it's the god I'm taking all the hits, that's why. Oof. Level
Freaking
up.
amateur hour over here. Losing connection and stuff.
Alright, okay. What level am I? 8. Okay, I'm going to begin saving points now so I can put it towards... Actually, no, let me do one more skeleton mastery. I'm going to save points so I can split them between mastery and mage when I unlock it. Oh, it's quite convenient. You know, the waypoint is right next to the tree.
You just completely missed it.
Yeah, literally, we just walked straight past it.
Ah, very.
I've translated the scroll. Blah, blah, blah. Alex says, yes, Ardbeg is a brand of whiskey. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Okay, let's see what this amulet is. Oh, it's just extra gold from monsters. Still going to use it because I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I need a... Oh, cool. Plus 4 to mana.
To the stony field. Oh, we don't have the waypoint for that. Damn, how do we miss that?
I have it. I can go open the thing up for you.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'll wait for yours. How did I miss it? And I must have ran past it. Okay. Oh, Optimus. You haven't seen my speaker, right? Because I'm building speakers now. I don't think even Alex. I think you two have missed it when I showed it on the stream. I don't know if you guys seen it yet. If not, I can show you now. Oh, sorry, Red. I forgot to mention. I got into a thing while I was away, which is building Bluetooth speakers.
Building Bluetooth.
Yeah. I just got into building Bluetooth speakers, and I want to make them so good that I can sell them. So that's what I've been working on. Optimus says, no, I haven't seen them, only heard about them. Alex says, I've heard them, not seen a picture. Alright, here, forget a picture. Let me show you them live. Let's engage chat mode. Alright, there you go. This is one of them. I've got different ranges, by the way, so this is one of them here. Look. There you go, look. Yeah, you see that? That's one of them. I'm going to show you another one as well. This one is actually a custom build. I was requested to make this for a friend who wanted a very niche speaker, so I'll explain it. Let me show you the speaker and I'll explain why. This one, if I just sit back down, this one, look at this. This is actually a couch speaker. So it's shaped, like, if you look at the bottom, right? Oh, there you go. Let me twist it the right way. Like, you see that? So this curve here, where is it? This curve here molds onto a couch. So it sits on top of the couch, and that way the speakers are at 45-degree angles on either side, and they sort of fire the sound into your ear. So this will be ear level, right? And then it fires the sound into your ear, so it can be on very low volume, and you can still hear what's going on. So I don't plan on doing custom a lot, but it's something I can do. So this is another one here.
Well, that's really cool, dude. I just hopped into your stream just to see.
Oh,
That's
okay.
really, really cool.
I'll show you again then. There you go. So yeah, I mean, my friend has kids, right? And he says that you know, when he plays Netflix, because obviously, you know, when the kids are asleep. I don't know if you have kids, but you know, once they're asleep.
Not yet. I'm expecting though.
Not yet. They're all trouble. That's what I hear. So anyway, you know, as they're sleeping, the wife. You and the wife normally want to watch Netflix or some, you know, something. Maybe the season 2 of The Witcher. I don't know, whatever you're into, right? So, because the TV's wall mounted, the sound waves transmit through the walls. So when they have the TV loud enough for them to enjoy it, the sound waves go through the wall, and then the kids can hear it in the other room. So they wanted a speaker next to their heads, so the sound waves go directly into their ears, and it's not on the wall or anywhere near the wall, and that way they can still hear exactly what's going on. But then their children don't hear it through the walls. So then he asked me, can you make a couch speaker? And I was like, what the hell is that? And then there you go. That's what I made. Back to
That's awesome.
Regular mode. Yeah, so I mean, I really enjoy woodworking. I mean, you know, it's one of those things I didn't know that I would. Because I did it in school. Because, you know, you got to do it in school. And then I didn't think much of it. And then, yeah, I really like working with wood. So that's why I'm just, well, yeah. Not just of speakers, I just like making stuff out of wood, so I can potentially do other stuff.
You're getting down and dirty and using your hands.
On some wood. Alright. Did you open that portal? Or...
No, you did, so I'm going to hop in it here in a second.
Okay. I'll wait for your portal then.
Wait, why is your, You have the burial grounds still open, that's why.
Alex said...
Stony Field.
Nice, when it got in production, I could get one. No problems. I'll let you guys know when it goes in production anyway. I can show you something else. This is something I'm working on. Right. Drop anything. Oop. Hold on. Sorry for the noise. Alright, so this is the faceplate. Right. For the speakers. So the speakers are actually in this box here because I'm doing sound testing. So the tweeters are already in. This is not. So I've got to put it into a box so I can actually hear what they sound like. So then once the sound is correct on this, then they go into here, basically. And look, that's all the circuitry. All the circuitry and stuff to produce the sound. So yeah, it's obviously going to look much better when it's done. It's not going to look like a mess of wires. Oh, there it is, Stonyfield.
Really cool, dude.
Okay. You got any hobbies that, besides gaming?
It was cars, but that got too expensive.
Ooh, I love cars. Tell me more about cars. Which ones?
I personally prefer tuner and Euro over American, which I know is strange, right?
Not
but it just it depends on what it is.
Not strange for us, but strange for an American.
Well, I mean, yes, going fast in a straight line is fun, but I prefer cars that can handle curves.
Oh, but that's the thing.
So, like, I tend to lean more...
Because the American roads are so long and straight, so there's not much handling usually, unless you go to a special road. That's the reason why I think that people prefer going fast in a straight line.
I think it's just more me have big V8, me go fast. I think that's the main deal.
You know what Vin Diesel says in all those films? He's like,
it's about family.
You can't. Well, there's that. He's like, you can't beat American muscle. So, there is that. I mean, I guess maybe not in a straight line, but then, like you said, the real fun of driving comes when you're tackling corners. That's where the real fun is.
Yes. Yeah.
There is some fun.
You gotta hit the bends.
Yeah, some fun drag racing, but then, you know, there's only so much you can do, right?
Yeah, I remember because I never was able to really afford like really nice cars. I had a 2020 WRX STI for a little bit.
Okay.
But then I was like, this is way too god awful expensive, so I did the smart thing and got rid of it because insurance and car payment was like almost $700 a month, and I was like, no, thanks.
$700 a month.
Yeah, with insurance, car payment, and gas, it was about $700 a month just to have that car.
So you can have a WRX, or you can have a house.
Pretty much.
Okay.
So I decided to shift and get a cheaper vehicle and get a house.
Yeah, you know those people that run around in Escalades, and that costs as much as a house.
Yeah, no, my ex used to have, her family had money, so.
Oh, well, the Escalade people, yeah.
And it's like I get the luxury aspect, but it's like it's meh. If I'm gonna do that, I'd rather get like a Lexus or something like that, but like make it something that goes a little bit fast.
Yeah, you know what? I like Range Rovers, but then they're known as a douchey car, so that's the problem. It's like I like them, but then I kind of not want to like them.
Where did you go?
I'm in Black Marsh, because I didn't know where you went, so I assumed you went here.
I'm in the Stony Field. We gotta go to Tristram.
Oh, I completely forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot where we were supposed to be going, so I kind of like jumped the gun.
Yeah, we gotta get Deckard Cain, my guy. We just talked about him.
Oh my God, Deckard Cain's in trouble. We gotta help him.
You're just like, man, we don't need him.
Well, I was on auto because I was talking about speakers, so I was on autopilot, and I was thinking, all right, we've got Darkwood. Next is Black Marsh. I forgot we had to go backwards.
That's hilarious.
Optimus says, I heard of the story of how you got into it and actually seeing it. It's badass. Okay, yeah, I mean, again, guys, when it's sellable, I will let you know. Alright.
Yeah, for now, basically my hobby is just doing like graphics and video editing and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, there's money in that. Everyone needs graphics and video these days.
Well, so the baby shower, since my son will be born around or on April 4th, or 5th, I'm sorry, we did random number generation selection of what the theme was, and it ended up being Dungeon and Dragon theme. So I basically outsourced somebody to make pixel versions of classes with certain colors, and I basically went and ran with it, and then I've pretty much spent way more money than I ever should have trying to do it.
So you're soon to be a father?
Because I wanted to look good. Yes, we are expecting.
Ah, okay, congratulations. Boy or girl? Or are you going to do a gender reveal?
No, we were just like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really understand gender reveal, but I understand that people love it, so who knows?
It's just the shock and awe, the surprise.
Okay.
That's all it's really about. It's just.
Oh, it's like
silly,
opening a mystery box, basically.
Yeah, you'll never guess what it is.
It can only be one or the other.
Right?
Well, actually, well, no, like nowadays it's not. Because there's all the non-binaries and stuff, so really now it's not one or the other.
Well, it takes a little bit to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into that because I don't know anything about it, but I understand it's a thing now.
I'm not the foremost expert either.
Optimus says, think of the lore those speakers can broadcast. So you're telling me when you buy one of the speakers, you're gonna use it for lore? I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to sell you one now, because I'm not sure if that's what I want my speakers to be used. Oh, lore is a inside joke. It basically means... I don't know how I can sugarcoat this. Basically means adult content. Is probably the way I would say it. I don't know how we came out of that term. Basically, we were playing something, and then Optimus kept saying lore when he meant adult content. So I think we were talking about actual lore.
Does he mean lewd?
No, he's basically repurposing the word lore to mean adult content. Alex said Zelda.
Interesting.
So, yeah, we were playing Zelda apparently, and I was talking about the lore of Zelda, and then somehow he turned it into meaning adult content.
Didn't know he was about Zelda like that.
Optimus says some people have COVID reveal parties. What?
COVID
is that a thing? I don't know if that's a joke
we
or
got the Delta.
I don't know if that's a joke or is it an actual thing? I'm not sure.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not for the world.
I have no town portals, so we're gonna have to head back.
Oh, I got some. Let there be portals. Optimus says
What's up, Deckard?
the Terminator game where the leader decided to bribe your character with sex. Oh yeah, sorry, no, it was a Terminator game. So basically, it was one of those, two options. So you can play, good ending, bad ending sort of thing. So you decide what you want to do.
Yeah.
So there was one where to have sex or not to have sex. That is the question. I think I did both just to see what would happen.
Stay a while and listen.
Was there any like real difference?
Greetings.
No, actually. No, I don't think... Oh, wait. I've got a ring you might like. Check this one out. I mean, you need it. And I don't really need that, so... I mean, what am I going to cast, right? Skeletons?
I mean, you can cast them 10% faster.
But, yeah, I mean, that's just wasting my mana 10% faster. My granddad always said, right? He goes, he hates fireworks. Do you know why?
Why?
Because essentially, fireworks is burning money.
No, true.
He's not wrong, but it's a very pessimistic way of looking at fireworks, though, isn't it? Something that's supposed to bring
Very
people
much.
joy, and he's just like crapping all over it. But then but he's not wrong. Different generation, right? That's how they see the world.
Back in my day.
Yeah, I don't like fireworks. Why, Granddad? Because you're essentially burning money. Oh, okay. I guess you're right.
Okay, Dad. Okay, Grandpa.
Okay. Then insert something racist. That's also true.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Those dang blah blah blahs. Oh
Yeah.
no. Okay. It's time for your nap.
it's I think my granddad doesn't like the Japanese because of the they invaded or something. Obviously, I wasn't there, but he assures me that they invaded. So I was like, okay. Like, what do you say to that? Okay, cool.
They invaded what, Grandpa?
It's like that scene from Team America.
Yeah, there it is. Oh. It's like, how do I get my mercenary their stuff? Dang it.
Oh, I
Oh.
haven't equipped mine with anything. I need to find a bow or something and give it to the... Are we gonna... No, we're gonna change. Oh, I'm gonna change, right? Because Act 2, I need the aura. So I don't really need to equip it then.
No.
I can still do armor. I can transfer that over. Optimus says, I left a comment in the video where lore began. Damn. Thank you, Optimus. I will check that notification and I will discover the exact moment when you spawned
The
lore.
exact moment it happened.
Where he repurposed the word law, which is such an innocent, non-adult themed word, into something I'm not quite sure what it actually means, because it's kind of used differently every time, but it more or less relates to adult content.
NFSW.
Alright. So, oh, Black Marsh is this way, in case you're wondering. I don't know if you were, but it is this way, because I already went there.
Oh man, the tree was literally right there. That's hilarious.
Yep, right next to it.
We completely went around it. We were like, oh, this is where the road goes.
Well, that's what people say. The best place to commit a crime is next to a police station. Because they will never look there.
There's no way they'd be that stupid.
Yeah, it's like, we got this task force and we gotta catch these drug lords and we don't know where they are. And the whole time they're just next to them. It would be funny if they sold drugs in the police station. They took it a step further.
Depends on the police station.
Oh, I don't know, Detroit. I don't know. I don't know. What's a bad part of America? Detroit, right?
There's a bad part in every state.
Oh,
Let's
damn.
be honest.
There's not just one bad part. There's many.
There are many.
Right. Isn't a lot of New York is supposed to be quite rough, right?
Yeah.
Like
Baltimore
Harlem,
is
right?
pretty bad.
Is Harlem rough?
Sort of. I'm not the foremost aficionado on it, but basically the highest murder areas are Baltimore, Chicago, Detroit.
Yeah.
I think next is Philadelphia, and then something else. But yeah, those are like the top 5.
Rated for murder.
Yep, highest murder per capita.
So if you went to a list and you
And then if
filtered
you go to
it,
the Carolinas, then you have to deal with human trafficking. It's amazing.
it's interesting how they found different states and areas of states to do certain things. Like human trafficking, that's Carolina.
Well,
Wait, north or south, or does it not
basically you have 50 countries attached into one country, and they don't work very well together.
Yeah, there used to be way less stars on the flag, right? And then they had to keep adding them as states sort of formed, right?
Yeah. Well, the whole unfortunate manifest destiny in which all that stuff happened. Louisiana Purchase, then I can't remember the name of it, but basically when we quote-unquote defeated Mexico to get the area to go over to California, and we paid them pretty much next to nothing to get it.
Defeated Mexico, like in a war?
Yeah, there was like a couple battles, and they were like,
Really?
alright, fine, you can take it.
Okay. Can't imagine the US fighting Mexico.
This was back in, like, Theodore Roosevelt time.
Oh, okay.
Like, right before that
Like,
time.
where the US
This is
Army
the
was less, not as powerful as they are today.
No.
Because nowadays,
Well,
you just launch an
now we spend
airstrike.
billions of dollars on the defense budget, but yet we can't have a universal healthcare system. Go figure.
Well, it's called priorities, and apparently health is not priority. Meth vending
No,
machine,
health
Optimus
is a
says.
business.
Yeah,
In America,
I mean,
health is business, not well-being.
yeah, I mean, it's all the whole insurance thing, man. It's like, I just got shot. Where's your
Oh, yeah.
insurance? I don't have any. Oh, sorry.
All right.
We'll give you a plaster.
No,
and,
they'll treat you. They'll treat you. You'll just owe $100 and something thousand for it.
That's worse because they treat you first and then you owe them.
Yes.
But then again, I don't know if I'm sure. I kind of, I guess I would rather be treated and then owe them than for them to go now just die.
Well, that's the whole point. Captive audience.
Yeah, sell drugs to kids so that they can buy it when they're adults. That's the way.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it. You're already there.
I should be a capitalist. I have all the qualities.
You're not a piece of garbage, so
How do you know? Maybe I am. I'm
I get-
normal online, and then as soon as I go offline, I'm a piece of crap.
as soon as you go offline, you put your MAGA hat on.
Go in my Range Rover.
Oh my god.
I could be
just had the
playing.
funniest visual with
Because
that.
look, I'm green screen right now. I could be in my Range Rover right now, hooked to the 12-volt
Yes.
socket with a converter, streaming directly inside my Range Rover. There's a scroll there.
Don't they also have a attachment to give satellite internet too?
Yeah, but I think there'll be huge lag though. I think that's the problem with satellite internet. It's a way massive delay. Evidence from, you know, those news broadcasts where they go, so what's the situation on your front? And then you wait like 10 seconds.
And they just kind of sit there.
They just
yeah,
stand
they're
there
like,
blank.
"Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo."
And 10 seconds later, well, Tom, you see, basically this happened. And then another 10 seconds. It's so weird watching that. I never understood that as a kid, but like, I obviously do now. But when I was a kid, I never understood why they did that. I was like, why are they pausing?
Or they're talking about something and they don't realize they go live and you get all the bloopers.
Yeah. So, man, I want to sell some drugs. Oh, hey, Tom, hey, what's going on?
Man, have you seen Lisa? She's such a bitch. Oh, hey, Lisa. Nice to,
Hey, Lisa.
Nice to see you. So what we're doing down
Love the
here...
new dress. It's amazing. Have you lost weight? Like, that's the pinnacle, right? The have you lost weight?
Yeah. There's a bunch of enemies, like, right here.
This place has the
My minions can handle it.
demons about it.
There's a ring there. I feel like you probably need the
Grab
ring
it.
more than me, because I'm pretty much self-sustaining. You don't go for a ring? Oh, I'll grab it then. I'll drop it if it's
Finally,
good.
I can put a shield on.
Nice.
The whole reason I even picked up this freaking very brittle orb.
Optimus
Get
says,
the waypoint.
I only get my news from the Onion.
Oh god.
No wonder he has...
Some of the stuff they do on the Onion is hilarious.
Oh, I saw the one where they were, they made a pill the size of someone's head, and they convinced celebrities that that's the actual size. It's not a model, is that the actual size? So the celebs were like, wait, how do they actually eat them? Like, how do they take the pill and it's the size of their head? And they go, the pill basically gets you so high that you don't care, and you will force the pill down your mouth. It's the size of someone's
Oh my
head.
God.
And so they got all these celebs to actually say it convincingly, saying like, this is the whatever it's called, and people are dying on this, and yes, this is the actual size. So they must have felt so dumb afterwards.
Somebody's been through here.
Oh, it must have been the other guy then.
Yeah, the
I don't
other
know,
guy was up here already.
We've got the other guy back. Well, not the other, a new other guy. Craft Chai? Chi?
Crafty Chai.
I don't know how you pronounce that. Chai Chi?
Crafty Chai.
Chai? I don't know.
Where is he at?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, he's been through here, obviously. Let's go down here. Oh, out of stamina, man. I can't run. Such a drag. Not being able to run. Oh,
I'm just skin and bones over here.
well, literally, that's kind of my thing. That's the look I'm going
Right.
for. Skin and bones, right?
Just the gaunt look.
Imagine meeting the necromancer in the bar, and then he just says like dark stuff. That'd be weird, right?
You know he will never be the life of the party.
It depends if it's a goth party. Could be an
Well, that's true.
emo party, and then they would love him. Optimus says your character is Anor. No, Anor is obviously Optimus notices the only female, and well, technically the red is female as well. So he notices the female Anor, and he's like, your character is Anor. No, this is my character. Let's zoom in. That's my character. This skinny guy who looks like a skeleton with loads of skeletons around him. That's my guy. The
Of course, I run out of mana red as I run into a room full of people.
there you go. This is Anor. That one there. I bet you like Anor, right? To be fair, Anor actually seems alright, so I see why. Alright, I'm coming now. I'm a bit late. Bit late to the party, but I'm
just screaming, I need mana.
gonna take care of this problem you got here with those guys that are trying to kill you. Allegedly. Oh, you got a metal hat, a skull cap.
Yeah, I got the skull cap.
I don't have my skull cap yet. I want this peasant leather
Okay,
cap
that's
there.
the jail. We need to go to the hammer guy.
Oh yeah,
We need to find
barracks,
the
right?
smith. Are
Optimus.
we in the barracks? Yes, we are in the barracks. So yeah, we need to find the hammer guy.
Yeah,
Also,
the
do you want to go
smith.
back and do the countess?
Yeah, why not? I mean,
Okay.
you know, we're not exactly pressed for time here, so why not? Stamina again. Blast! Optimus says, Anna Lore. Anor Lore.
Sounds like he's trying to say like Anne Orlando, and it's like tickling my Dark Souls.
Yeah, basically...
Yeah, Elden Ring is about to come out. I'm so excited.
Oh, is that an RPG?
Yes, it's made by From Software, the guys who do Dark Souls, Demon Soul.
Ah,
stuff.
okay, okay.
I think I found where the hammer's at.
Oh, you found it? Is it the
Yeah.
other side?
It's up here.
So I would go this way, right? It's amazing how Optimus finds any half attractive girl in any game I play. He just straight away locks on. He's like, oh, Who's that?
Optimus sounds like he's a true weeb.
He's a I call him a man's man. Like
He's a man's man.
I can picture, because he's Russian as well, which is amazing. So I picture him just surrounded by women, drinking loads of vodka while firing an AK-47. And that's his default state. That's not like him at a party or anything. That's just him normal.
You got him.
Like he'll wake up doing that. That's how I imagine him.
His morning routine is a cup of black coffee, half vodka.
It's probably like all vodka and a drop of black coffee.
Or it's coffee. It's coffee infused vodka.
Would you like some coffee with that vodka? Alright, so we've got the hammer now.
Yeah, so we can.
You wanna pull it back?
Normally you wait.
You wait? Okay. So we go to
Yeah,
jail
you
then,
basically wait till you get like a weapon that's worthwhile.
We'll go to jail. Most people want to avoid jail, and we're like going towards it.
We're not going to jail. We're going through it.
Ah, we're just passes by.
Yeah, we're just visiting.
We've got the visitor badge on.
It's up to you whether it's conjugal or not.
The slow
Let's not talk about that.
There we go.
That's more law, apparently.
Law.
Lore. Nice to see the door glitch is still happening with this game, even though they've updated it so much.
What's the glitch?
Sometimes the door's open, but it looks like it's closed. But you can still walk through it.
Oh yeah.
After all 20 years, and it's still they haven't fixed that bug yet.
Got to keep consistency.
Yeah, maybe people like the bug, so they're not going to fix it. People feel safe.
Well, what they did, I don't know if they did the same thing like they did with Demon Souls, but because they're different companies, of course.
Yep.
But the game runs on top of the other game, so if the lower part of the game has that issue, then
Right, because it's just a reskin, right?
yeah, it's like a super duper reskin.
That's the case with this game, right? This just runs off the original engine, right? Or did they change
Yep.
the engine?
No, it should be the original engine.
Okay, that's the reason why it feels exactly the same.
Yes.
So why can't they just update this engine and make Diablo 4? The Diablo 4 is closer to Diablo 3.
Diablo 4, I think, is its own thing at this point, from what I've seen.
The footage looks really similar to 3. I mean, if they redesigned it to look exactly the same.
I think they took what people liked about this and put it into 3.
Okay.
The skill tree, though, is going to be amazing.
So it's like
the little bit I've seen of that skill tree, oof.
So Diablo 4 is basically Diablo 2.5. In between both.
Yes. At least that's what I've seen and what it looks like to me.
Optimus goes conjugal with Anor. Yes, obviously.
Conjugal visits with Anol.
And then he says, "That's the way, Alex. Good lad." Oh, because Alex said, "I bought a vodka Red Bull on holiday. I got a pint of vodka with a dash of Red Bull flavoring." And Optimus says, "That is the way, Alex. Good lad. Good. I like this. This is how we do it in
That's a good Russian.
I used to have Russian neighbors, so I picked up the accent off them.
Gotcha.
Russian neighbors are like, "Hello, would you like to drink vodka?" I'm like, "I don't drink." And then they're like, "What? You don't drink?" Like I've just destroyed their family. What?
Right. How dare you disgrace our family?
I was expecting a backhand. They really should have backhanded me for not drinking.
Right. Do you want to try and find the waypoint, or you just want to say screw it and go to the cloister?
Yeah.
I usually don't ever get the waypoint in the jail. I just get to the end.
When I'm playing single player, I do, just for, just for completion's sake, but, we don't have to in this case. My OCD is not that bad.
So many things going on.
If you want this ring, 2 to energy.
I'll check it out. I'm overburdened. What?
I am overburdened. Oh, Sultan Outdone's here. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. When you say my channel, do you mean my channel or do you mean your channel? Because one is counterproductive. Adnan's doing up. He's late. He's up late. It's like 1:23 here.
That's pretty late for you guys.
Ah, it depends when you sleep. I mean, I sleep really late, so for me it's alright. I have a weird issue. I just can't sleep. I can't sleep at regular times.
I'll put that to good use.
Oh my god, was that circadian rhythm? I think is what the actual term is.
Could be, but that's to do with the light, right? You need light at the right times to reset your rhythm.
I think so. I'm not going to sign off and say I know everything about it. I just know that it deals with the time in which your body is like, okay, it's time to sleep.
Yeah, like
So
I sleep the
you
right
pop-
amount of hours. I don't over or undersleep, but then I do it at weird times. Like I sleep at like 4 in the morning, and then I wake up like 12-ish.
Gotcha. So I think that's just your body is set to that time frame at this point.
Yeah, but
You have to work to undo that.
but it's very hard for me. Because I work from home now because of COVID, so nothing's forced me to wake up.
What's that? Working from home.
Working from home. I wake up and I'm at work. Great, right?
Yeah, right.
Do you know what's...
So ever since the whole thing happened, I got sick with COVID about a month or so ago.
Right.
Yeah, we're coming up on about a month and a half.
Which strain did you get?
But I have not had a day off because of the pandemic. It's just been business as usual.
Damn. I mean, I'm still working.
So-
I'm just doing it from home.
No, but like we don't. My job doesn't offer that because I do truck parts like lore.
Oh,
what do
you
guys call them,
kind of
lorries?
physically have to be there, right, to give the parts?
Yeah, so we service emergency vehicles and stuff. So
Oh,
there's
okay.
no way to not do that job.
Yeah.
So it's like ambulances and stuff like that, fire trucks,
Sounds like a good
transportation and transit.
good trade to be in because those essential vehicles, so that they'll always need servicing. So you're always gonna have business.
Yeah, it's very recession proof. It's just that you have to be careful. Oh, I'm about to
Recession
die.
proof. Get out of here! Come on,
I had to run.
get out of here. Optimus says it sucks correcting sleeping schedule. You know what it is, right? I can correct it, but I can never keep it. So I can fix it, but it's always fixed until I have one bad night, and then it's messed up again.
Now, is it because something happens, or is it because you stay up and doing stuff? Because
No.
of
It's
whatever
really,
reason.
really weird. Maybe I need to see a doctor about it or something. But basically, sometimes I would wake up at the right time, right? And then I'll be up for like 16 hours, so it's time to sleep. It's the correct time to sleep, right? And I just, for no reason, I wouldn't be able to sleep. Just no reason at all. And then because that day I end up sleeping late, and then it just ruins everything all over again. So every so often I have to correct it, because for no reason at all I just can't sleep. I don't know why. It's so weird. But
It's very interesting. 'Cause
It
it sounds like you're. I don't want to say it's like a chemical thing because of course I'm not a doctor.
it could be.
But
yeah,
it sounds like basically your body's like, cool, I don't need to go to bed,
yeah, literally.
or I don't need to sleep, and you just go until your body's like, oh, why have I been up for like three hours?
Literally it. Literally. And I can't sleep unless I've been up a certain amount of hours. You know, some people can force themselves to sleep, whereas if I've not been up for at least 14 hours-ish, I can't sleep. Or I can sleep and I'll sleep for like 3 hours and I'll just wake up and then that's it. I can't sleep again. Which is...
My wife, she can sleep on a dime. I have to actually be tired. I can't. If I lay down to take a nap, it's over.
But that's what I mean.
I can't do
I
it again.
wish that was me. I really want to be that person. But it's just not me. I
Yeah,
want to sleep
envy
whenever I
those
want.
people.
Yeah, because think about it. You take a long flight, right? And you don't get jet lagged because you can just tell yourself, sleep now. Done, like, boom, done.
Well, I'm also 6'2" and a larger, heavy-set individual, so flying, unless I'm in first class, like, even then I can barely even sleep. It's the worst.
I hate it in on a plane when the person in front of you just puts their seat all the way back straight away. And then you're like, really?
We haven't even taken off yet. They're gonna yell
Yeah,
at you.
but that's the thing, right? Technically, you can't say anything about it because they're not doing anything wrong. But it just happens to be really annoying. Because they allow it, so they're not doing anything wrong. It's just annoying.
It's just bad. It's bad manners.
Yeah, it's bad manners, but then you can't actually say anything about it because it's allowed.
Excuse me, sir. Can you be less of a tosser, please, and put your freaking chair
Yeah,
up?
literally, like, you haven't taken off and you've already you're sleeping straight away.
That's not enough for me to buy that. Okay.
Optimus says, I can't nap.
Really cool staff now.
I can't nap. If I do, I can't sleep later. Yeah, I'm like that. If I nap, it just ruins my
Yeah,
sleep.
100%. That's the same thing with me.
Yeah.
What kind of boots do you have?
I have no boots.
Here you go.
Now I have boots. Oh, heal stamina plus 25%. Those are good ones. Because that's what you want from boots.
You want walking speed and...
Yeah, basic. Well, yeah, ideally both. That's late game though. Nothing good in normal.
Yeah, starting to fill out. Got some good armor.
Look at your helmet.
Got a helm. Got chain boots.
You got the full helm.
Got some. No, it's not the full helm. It's just.
Oh,
the
is that
helm.
the full helm? Oh, it's just
But I picked up a chipped skull, so I can actually regenerate my mana a little bit. And then the staff I have gives me +1 to warmth, +1 to firebolt. I have a chance to cast level 3 firebolt on attack, increased attack speed. If I hit monsters, they flee, but I get nothing into my lightning chain. So
yeah, but you need to do melee attacks for it to proc though.
Oh, I know.
The cost, which is a bit annoying.
I give people a whack here and there, but you're gonna have to go through the jail level 2 before I do.
All right.
I'm right behind you. I just realized I need to buy another thing.
I'm going to look for level 3.
And boop.
Here's the thing I like to do on the stream. What was everyone's last meal?
I made chicken and dumplings from quote-unquote scratch.
Chicken and dumplings, you say?
Yes.
What
It's
kind of
not-
dumplings?
it's not
Because
true.
like every culture
Not
has
true
their version
chicken
of
and
dumplings.
So the traditional way in a southern area is you use puff pastry.
Ah, okay.
But you can use like any type of biscuit or whatever. So what we do, because we don't have time to do that stuff.
Right.
I just use like a can of biscuits and you cut them up into little pieces.
Okay.
But yeah, it's chicken stock. I think it's like 2 things of chicken broth. Sorry, it's not stock. It's not that heavy. So 2 things of chicken broth, 2 things of chicken gravy, cut up celery, carrots, pull a rotisserie chicken or bird of some kind if you prefer.
Bird of some kind, just
Get that in
anything
the
will do.
mix, put rotisserie.
Yeah.
What's that?
So any bird will do then, like a pigeon.
Yeah,
Just throw
if
that
you
in
wanted to. Just something that's light and not really anything crazy. And then you put rotisserie seasoning in. I don't know if you guys have access to that in the on the aisle, but
never heard of rotisserie seasoning. No.
okay, so it's like
I'm guessing it's a
I
spice
had to
mix.
break it down. It's like it's a spice. So it's like I know it has paprika, has a little bit of garlic, pepper.
Oh, so you can actually
a bunch
make
of
it
other
then.
Stuff. I'd have to type it out.
It just saves you time.
You
basically.
can make it. It's just that you get the pre-made stuff and it just
It's easier,
saves
right?
you
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
So you put that in there, let the celery and the carrots soften up, and then right when you're ready to serve, I forgot another key piece. You put heavy whipping cream in it.
Love
so you
cream.
put a pint of heavy whipping cream.
Yep.
And then you get that up to temperature. Once you get the stuff soft, you add your meat that you've pulled. Usually by hand is how we do it. And then as you're ready to serve, you put your chopped up biscuits that you've kind of done a little bit of flour work with, and you stir it up once they puff up.
So when you say biscuits, you mean like biscuits that you have with tea? Like regular biscuits? Or is it something else in America?
I'm trying to think, because your guys' biscuits are different than ours. It would be more like a roll. Because our like
a bread roll.
Like if you come to America and you get like a breakfast sandwich with a biscuit, like that kind of biscuit, like Pillsbury Doughboy biscuits, not like tea and biscuits.
Okay,
I can't remember what the term translates across for you guys.
When we say biscuit, we mean the ones you have with tea.
Yes.
You know,
that's why right when you said it, I was like, crap, I need to clarify.
You know, I was wondering, like, biscuits. I was like, okay, I'm not going to doubt it. Maybe it does work. But it was sounding a bit weird.
No, so I'm trying to think, do you guys even have anything that's close
Pillsbury
to a biscuit that's
Doughboy,
American
so
style?
it's a type of dough then.
Yeah, it's like a dough.
Yeah,
Like,
I've seen
like
the
it's like buttermilk bread.
Yeah, I've seen the Pillsbury Doughboy, so I know what it looks like, but I don't know what it's made of. I'm guessing flour.
But I don't know how to make biscuits from scratch off the top of my head, so I can't really tell you. So I feel like I'm doing a disservice to you. But it's basically, think of like your savory pastry that you put on like your sausage. What are those called?
Oh, like a puff pastry.
Like, you know how you like your meat.
Well, we call that a type of pastry.
Yeah, so basically it's like that. Only you cut it up into small pieces and then...
Okay.
So you would basically roll that out,
Yep.
or however you would want to make it.
Cut into pieces, yep.
You'd roll it out, put a little flour on each side, and then you chop it up into little squares about no more than like a centimeter or two in size.
Yeah.
And then you would kind of like make sure they're separated, and you kind of toss them in as you go, so that when they get into the soup, they don't stick together and make a big clump.
Okay.
So you have like little pieces of bread in what you're eating. It's a very savory dish. It's very good for cold weather.
Sounds like it. So Alex had fish and chips, which is very traditional British.
Ooh, I love me some fish and chips.
Do you guys have that in America, or? I mean, it's popping up, right? Because I know you didn't used to for a while.
We have a bunch of stuff where it's like you can go to any. So, the glory of like what America has is the melting pot, and I hate that people don't see that. So you can go to pubs and stuff like that and get food that are traditional fare elsewhere. So like you can get traditional stuff all the time. So we're lucky as far as that is concerned.
Well, America is all about food, so there is that. Optimus says, last bit of a bag of popcorn, a blueberry muffin, leftover fried rice, and the last slice of pizza, pepperoni. Like he put a full stop and then pepperoni, full stop. It's like the pause. It's like Deckard Cain's pause.
Right.
So
is he in college?
I don't know. I don't think he is.
Or university, as you guys would say.
I don't think he is. As you know, being a man's man, you eat whatever's available. So you know, he plowed through the remnants of wherever he found those items in the fridge. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not the popcorn. That wouldn't be in the fridge, right?
Hilarious.
Alex says biscuits equals cookies in the US, but the thing is, I thought a cookie was a type of biscuit because we call cookies still in the UK.
Okay, so we actually had a debate in my Pokemon chat with my buddy Luke. Shout out to Luke. Because he lives in London.
Sure.
Well, he doesn't live in London. He lives in England.
Somewhere in England.
We had a huge thing of like a biscuit is not this and a biscuit is not that.
See, as far as I know,
he actually reached out to the company.
Right.
But a biscuit is basically a different type of. It's more of like a shortbread cookie for us. It's like more thin, not as like.
Yeah, because I think in the UK a cookie is a type of biscuit.
Yes, a cookie is a type of biscuit.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Yeah, because you know, like we still call cookies cookies. like chocolate chip cookies are still cookies. But biscuits are not the pastry thing that you guys have.
No. We don't call anything a biscuit other than what we deem a biscuit.
Okay.
If you walked in somewhere and said, yes, can I get tea and biscuits? They would be like, we
What the hell are you talking
don't
about, man?
serve biscuits here. We sell cookies and tea, but not biscuits.
It's like when you, if we go to America and we're like, can we get some chips? And then they give us fries. They give us potato chips. Potato chips.
Yeah, you would get actual chips.
Yeah, potato chips, and
quote unquote.
We call it crisps in the UK. So
Yeah,
it's not
I
potato
was gonna
chips.
say you would be very puzzled to see crisps on your plate and not delicious fries.
So the funny thing is, we call fries chips, right? But we still call them fries. So, but basically, it's kind of weird to explain. Basically, we have our own version of chips in the UK. So our chips are extremely thick, right? So you know the chips you get in fish and chips, right?
Yeah.
So
like we call those fries
or steak chips, as they're known sometimes. So the really thick chips, we call those chips. So we still call fries to differentiate between the very thin ones, right? But they are interchangeable. So then it's allowed to call fries chips. Like if you said it, it wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah.
Then again, we both.
Do you guys do potato wedges, or is that just a fat ass American thing?
No, we do potato wedges. That's still a thing.
Okay, good.
But then again, we use the metric and imperial system. We use both. And the funny thing is, we pick and choose. So we use metric for certain things, and we use imperial for others. So, for instance, height, we tend to use imperial, although it's acceptable to use metric.
Like how tall something is?
Yeah. So if you said, "Oh, how tall are you?" You said 6'2". That's acceptable, but you could also say, well, 190. But I don't know what that is. 6'2" is probably like 190.
100. Yeah, whatever the centimeters are.
Yeah. So both are acceptable, but certain things we only use one. For instance, like like road traffic laws. That's all miles. We don't use kilometers for that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we only use miles. We never use kilometers.
Wow,
But
I did not know that. That
it's
is
acceptable to use kilometers in terms of describing how far something is. So if you are talking about, Scotland is, I don't know, 1,000 kilometers away, you could say that and it's acceptable. Although it tends to be the case that people say miles because obviously our traffic laws are in miles, so it makes sense. But if you were to use kilometers, it's not wrong.
I feel like I've been lied to about information now.
Yeah. What, you guys thought we use metric because we're in Europe?
It's always been everybody but a couple places uses him.
No, it's probably
uses the metric system.
It's probably because, as you know, Britain's a bit more patriotic than some other countries. So, because Imperial was seen as, well, as the name implies, Imperial was seen as the traditional system, and I think we were exclusively using Imperial for hundreds of years until a certain point where we adopted the metric system because of Europe. So then, when we adopted it, it just meant we use it, but we still use the original.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's I think
didn't know that.
It's a patriotism thing because obviously, Imperial is what the British
Kind of
used
like
to
how
use.
you guys were a part of the Euro, and then screw it, I'm out.
That surprised everyone. That wasn't like, I didn't see that coming. I 100% didn't see that coming.
We tried to do the same thing. Can't remember what they were going to call it, but it was basically supposed to be the North American Union.
Oh, you're going to
And
split
it was going to be
between North and South.
Canada, United States, and Mexico, but because the two countries' economies weren't as strong as ours, we never were going to agree to it.
Yeah.
Now they'd probably tell us to get the hell out because our economy's crap.
See,
It's quote unquote strong, but it's not that great either.
yeah, us leaving the EU, that's proper British patriotism. Like it just sums it up. It's like we're stronger than the rest, so we shouldn't be with the rest.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I've yet to see any benefit of us leaving. I'm not going to be negative and say that there is none. So there probably are some, but I've not Me personally,
You
and
just haven't taken the time to dig in and see all the sides and all that stuff.
yeah, I've not seen any benefit yet. But then again, I'm probably looking in the wrong places.
I have an amulet that does plus 20 to maximum stamina. You want that?
What am I using now? No, I've got all resistances +5, so I think that's a bit more important.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah, I found out and I was like, okay, that's pretty good early on.
That's very good early on.
Yeah, I mean, that's rare even in Nightmare to get resistant stuff.
Yeah, I have a bunch of charms that are giving me resistance, but nothing like super special.
Yeah, they all add up though, so that's a good thing. Optimus says fries equals chips, chips equals crisps. Yeah, literally. But that's basically exactly it.
Yeah, well, in my industry, I tend to go to stuff where we meet up with Canadians, and it's funny because the last meeting that we did, our basically breakfast that was provided was biscuits and gravy, which is
the American one, right?
Our style biscuits, like doughy bread,
right?
That's baked, the American one. And they were like, "Who puts gravy on biscuits?" And I like looked at them and I was like, "You put gravy on fries? Like, you can't question that logic."
Okay. You know, as I understand, gravy's added to almost anything, and anything that needs.
Oh, you can put gravy on anything.
Yeah, like anything that just is a bit dry, you just add gravy to it. There's no there's no.
There's no rules as far as how gravy works. So that's why we looked at it and we're like, "You put gravy and cheese curds on fries for poutine, and you're gonna judge us for putting gravy on top of biscuits with sausage?" And it's a white gravy, so it's not like a savory gravy that's like the darker ones.
I was thinking of darker
It's
one.
like the flour and milk gravy.
Okay. I think
so basically,
I think we call it something else. I think it's
quick
like
lesson.
White sauce or something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. But it's basically, you take milk and whisk it. You basically cook up your sausage, and then as you do it, you add milk and then whisk in flour until you start to get like a thicker base, so that's almost gravy. And then once you do that, you pour that over your bread essentially. And
I bet Optimus is liking
breakfast.
What you're saying right now, because the word whiskey wasn't it.
Good.
Optimus says he says never had poutine yet. I don't know what poutine is.
It's pretty good.
What is it?
Poutine is fries.
Yeah.
Or sorry, poutine is crisps with oh my god, trying to get stuff with with a brown gravy and cheese curds on top.
Sounds very unhealthy, but at the same time great.
It's amazing. It's unique, but it's amazing.
Isn't there a restaurant or a diner in America where you have to sign a waiver saying that if you die from eating their food, it's not their fault?
I'm sure there's some.
Because I was...
It's America, God only knows.
I saw a documentary on it, and then apparently like they use full sugar and fat. You know, all the bad stuff, they use as much of it as they can. And then they go, because it's so unhealthy, if you do get health problems from it, you can't blame them, so you've got to sign a waiver.
Well, I mean...
And literally, when I heard that, I was
like...
I'm
the person who's like, you're in charge of your own destiny, so if you decide to eat a bunch of disgusting food and you get fat, that's on you.
Oh, it's not disgusting, it's amazing, it's just really bad. Yeah, when I heard that, the first thing I thought was, only in America.
Yep. We use full lard and full sugar cane. You cannot sue us.
You know, when I was in America, what shocked me the most, I mean, it shouldn't, but because obviously it was the first time that I was there, so I didn't understand where I was, right? I went to McDonald's, which is a pretty normal thing, right?
Yes.
Your super size is like more than a liter. It's like 1 or 1.5 liters.
It's its own soda bottle.
That is your super size is double the size of our super size. So you know when we super size, we get like maybe 700 ml.
Yes.
So 700 ml is quite a lot for us, right? So when I went there and I got a Mountain Dew because obviously it's American, right? So I got a Mountain Dew, and the lady was like, "Hey, would you like to supersize it?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And then when I said that, and she gave me a bloody 1.2 liter like giant thing that came out. No, I was like, what the hell? I looked at it and I was like, is this what you guys call supersize?
She gave you a store size brand.
I was like, what the hell is this? And literally, again, I was like, only in America.
Yep. Gotta supersize it. What's funny is I haven't heard that terminology in years.
What,
it's just
supersize?
You want a small, medium, or large.
Oh, is your large already supersized?
Yeah, I haven't heard supersize since I was probably a kid.
Since the documentary
so, like,
Supersize
at least
Me.
15 years ago.
I think, because I went quite a while ago. I went in like 2010 or thereabouts, maybe 2012.
Yeah, they would have used that terminology,
Yeah.
so that sounds about right.
I think it was a time period. Maybe it was a new thing and they were told to say it.
No, because it used to be supersize.
Yeah,
But then
they became large.
everybody was like, obesity's a thing, don't say it.
Oh, so if we
Used to
rename
be
it, it's
bigger, if
okay.
you can imagine.
We can do the same thing as long as we call it something else.
Yeah, but let me tell you, it used to be bigger.
It used to be bigger.
That's how bad it is. It used to be bigger.
Well,
they actually
I
made
think-
stuff smaller
I think
because
I experienced
they're
the
like,
bigger version.
We're obese. We need to stop.
Obese and happy.
Yeah, I guess.
Uh,
Well, if you look at some of the people in America, they're not very happy looking.
Optimus says, I am getting me hungry. It's been several hours since I ate. Okay. And Alex says, I bought a sandwich in America. It was a loaf of bread with like 10 slices of ham, 10 slices of cheese. I got a headache from eating it. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh, because you guys can get the
The
super
meat
subs,
sweat.
right? Those foot, not foot long. The those like
Yeah.
10-foot long subs or 20-foot long, or whatever it is.
Well, you can get like subs that you serve groups of people. Yes.
Yeah. Why
But
not just serve them
the
individual
biggest
sandwiches?
Sub you can get. I think the biggest sub that you can get as like a standard from like a chain is 18 inches.
That's like the
And
size
yes,
of an
they can
alloy
be
wheel.
Quite massive.
That's the size of a rim.
Yeah.
Optimus says,
But it's not like a circle. It's 18 inches, but then like 3 inches tall.
just the diameter.
Yes, that's the diameter.
Yeah. Optimus says, I thought Supersize was done away with. I haven't seen Supersize in this state. He's West Coast. Hey, it's
Yeah,
okay.
Supersize went away like 2010, so that would have been right about the time.
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Checks out.
The math checks out. He says, hey, it's okay if you get 2 royales of cheese, 2 large fries, 2 apple pies, and 20 nuggets as long as you get a small Diet Coke.
Right.
I've seen that.
And the sad part is the Diet Coke actually makes you retain that even worse.
Oh, I didn't know that. But then again, I never
Yeah,
get Diet Coke.
scientifically proven. Diet sodas actually make things worse for you.
No, I never get diet because sodas, as you call them, they're bad anyway. So I figured if I'm gonna be bad, I might as well get the enjoyment. Because then, what's the point of me
Yeah.
drinking diet when there's no taste and it's still not that great for you?
Yeah.
So with me, I'm like, if I'm bad, I'm bad all the way.
We just now in the States, maybe like 3 years ago, actually put daily value to what sugar is.
Oh really?
So-
We've been doing that for like the last
Yes.
50 years. I don't know when.
Yeah,
we
no,
started.
America's been behind the ball because of lobbying in Congress with the food industry. It's a huge thing. You should look it up if you ever get bored. See how bad the food industry is messing with us here.
Well, I know every
So,
major
if you-
decision.
I have a can of
Yeah.
I have a can of Sprite here. It's one can,
Right.
16 fluid ounces, 473 milliliters. So what they would disguise it as is total carbohydrates, 19% of your daily value. But then they'd have the grams of sugar, which is 51, which is ridiculous.
51 is high.
But there'd never be any value. This actually says it's 101% past my daily value, and I know for a fact 51 grams is 200 to 300 the amount of which you should be doing a day. So they're still even lying. But at least they have it now, so you can look at it and go, "Oh my god!"
You know who doesn't lie? Cigarettes.
What's that? Oh yeah.
It says it kills you on the pack, but people still smoke them.
It doesn't say it kills you in America.
Well, in the UK, every pack says in big black and white print, bold writing, smoking
Yeah.
kills. Not it's
I remember
dangerous.
going to the Caribbean when I used to be a smoker, and I remember
Yeah.
getting a pack of cigarettes. It says will cause death.
Yeah,
Just
it's
right
not.
there on it. I was
It
like,
doesn't say
no,
might.
not beating around the bush, are they?
It doesn't say might. It doesn't say may. It doesn't say harms. It says it kills you. Like it's guaranteed to happen.
Yeah.
People still
It
smoke.
is going to shorten your life.
Yeah, but that's why it doesn't matter. There's no point trying to convince people to be healthier, because if cigarettes say that they kill you and people still smoke them, then people are going to eat what they want no matter what.
Oh yeah. It's all about
Yeah, it's just a
free will
choice.
and all that
It's a choice.
stuff.
It's like, you want to be healthy, fine. You don't want to, that's you.
My gripe is here in America. I don't know if it's the same across the way, but healthier stuff tends to be 2-3 times more expensive than cheapo garbage food that you can pick up. Like I can go buy like 5 boxes of mac and cheese
Yeah.
for like $5. But
Right.
if I want to get a salad, the salad itself that'll only feed me once
It's already $5.
is like $13 or $5,
Oh, damn, it's
depending
more.
on what size salad.
$13 for a
No, there's a
salad. What kind of
huge-
salad is this? What's in it?
It's a bag of pre-made salad. That's all.
Oh, hey.
Like the discrepancy is really bad.
Doomscream just joined. Weird. Should be 3 people, not 1. Optimus says raid. Wait, am I being raided? Because whenever I'm being raided, I don't see the number of people until like 5 minutes afterwards. So right now it still says 3.
Oh, you're being you're being rated.
I was raided the other day when I was doing a different game, and it said 3 people, and I was like, oh, you raided me with 2 people? I'm a bit underwhelmed with the raid, and then after about 5 minutes it jumped to like 21, and I was like, oh, you did do it correctly, I just didn't realize. Some sort of delay going on.
Yeah, I don't know how that all works.
Yeah, raid is just when loads of people they just bomb your stream, you just jump on.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's supposed to encourage streamers, because obviously, well, I mean, the small streamers like me, well, so shall I say us? Because, if you've got like 1 million people watching you, you're not going to notice the next 20 people. That would be pointless. Yeah, we raided you with 100 people. It's like, oh, really? Oh, so it's 1,100,000. Cool, man. Cool, man. Great story, man.
I'm too cool for that.
I'm not even going to talk to you, because there's too many people talking in my chat.
Oh, man. I think we got a legendary mace, but it's freaking ethereal, so it's not going to do us any freaking good.
Mercenaries don't really need that either.
You don't get the guys who use the single weapons until the swamp.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And I don't think they can use maces. I think they can only use swords. The barbarians can use whatever, but that's way long towards the end game.
Doesn't it have to be two-handed
the
for the
extra
barbarians, or they use any weapon?
They use any weapon, I believe.
Okay. Oh, but
I could be mistaken. It's been a while.
But people just tend to use two-handed weapons because they're stronger, right? Because their attack speed's the same.
Yeah, well, they get the whirlwind in the hype stuff where they just start whacking the hell out of stuff.
Yeah. Where's Doomscream? I don't know if Doomscream's still on, but yeah. Where are you watching from, Doomscream? I'm guessing somewhere in America because of time. Very few UK people active right now.
Yeah, it's about to be 9 o'clock here on the East Coast.
Yeah, so it's getting late even in America, so there's that. Doomscream says Bulgaria.
I got a whole 1 person lurking in mine, so
Bulgaria, welcome, comrade, welcome. I'm barely awake. Optimus, Bulgarians speak a similar language, right? Is it straight Russian they speak, or is it like a variation? I'm sure they're both Slavic languages, well, the same origin.
I think
Bro.
you might be correct.
Oh, he says boo Russian. Doomscream doesn't like Russians? Doomscream says Russian came from Bulgaria. So I think Optimus may have something to say about this. Being loyal to the motherland. I think we're going to witness a fight going on. I'm not involved. I'm just going to let them fight and see who wins.
Yeah.
Doomscream says, how could we love them after communism? I have no comments on this, but I'm not schooled in this debate.
Yeah, Russian history is pretty gnarly.
Russian history, German history, there's like, you know, I think every country's got some bad stuff they've done.
Well, everybody has bad stuff.
Yeah,
done.
everyone's
We're
got bad
humans.
stuff. That's why the line that I like the most is history is written by the victors.
Yes.
Whoever wins
Very true statement.
stays out of the bad books.
Yep.
That's a good motivational speech, right? When you're motivating your troops, you'll be like, we need to win, not because we need to win for the sake of it, because if we lose, they're going to paint us badly.
We're gonna be.
Yeah,
we're gonna be
forever.
the shitheads.
Yeah, you're indefinitely going to be bad, labeled as bad, and people that don't even know you or your country will assume that you're bad from what's been written. And for that reason, we need to win. Doomscream says, yeah, we should just play video games and play along. Oh, get along. I feel like video games has united the world somewhat.
Well, I mean, how many people? Like, honestly, let's think about this. I'm legitimately playing a game with someone who is 5 hours ahead of me
In
a
the future.
completely different country,
Yep.
and just having a blast. And you're talking to people in different countries and areas, some on one side of the continent, some on the other. So it's like, hell yeah! Like,
But that's why I
it's
like
unifying.
streaming. I like talking to people from other countries. There's always a different viewpoint.
Well, how can your viewpoint should never be static? Like, you can have your opinions and your feelings and how you do about that, but if you get to the point where that prevents you from learning or experiencing something new in your life, I don't want you
Ooh,
around
there-
me. I can't do that.
Some deepness going on here. The red is just dropped a deep bomb, if that's a thing. Sacred globe on the floor. Oh, you were quick on that one.
Yeah,
All right.
I know what I need. But it's like one of the things that gets me is to go back to food, because everybody loves food.
I do love food.
The amount of stuff that changes between region alone is one thing, and it's like culture and food are synonymous, and it boils down to the simple things for me is like, if you can't respect other cultures, you can't even respect their food or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
are you even growing as a person?
Yeah, but you say that, but some people don't care. I've met people that weren't growing as a person, and to them it wasn't an issue. It was like, why do I want to grow as a person? I'm happy the way I am. So that
Yeah,
itself
yeah.
is a viewpoint.
Unfortunately, I think that's the wrong one.
No, I think it's the wrong one as well, but those are the kind of people you can't convince. There's no point saying that to them, because then they'll just be like, well, I think you're wrong. And then you'll be like, well, I see where
Yeah.
this is going.
They double down on the wrong. I think that's the worst human emotion, is I can prove you 100% wrong, and you will double down on your wrong because it affects your psyche negatively. So to protect yourself,
Yeah.
you have that jerk reaction of, I can't, nope.
I also don't like it.
There's too many people in here.
I think the summons will be okay once they come in. Hold on, let me... Yeah, look, they're pretty tanky. Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, what I don't like is proving people wrong for the sake of proving people wrong. Like,
Yeah, that's not cool either.
sometimes there's a need to, if like the argument needs to be resolved. But then you know when it gets to a certain point where you're just arguing just so you can be right, then it becomes annoying.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you an example. Like, for instance, I used to work in O2, which is a telecommunications company. It's like Verizon. So
Okay.
I used to work in, but I used to work in the stores. So I wasn't in the office. I worked in the stores, right? So our job was obviously to sell phones to people, right? And we're instructed to tell people that you know, the good deals are limited, because obviously if you tell someone, I'll go down the road, there's a better deal there, then you're not doing your job, right? So
Yeah.
you got to tell people, you know, that your deals are really good. So I would do the company speech and I would say, yeah, our deal's really good, blah, 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 BS, BS. And then some customers would be so adamant that I know there's a better deal out there, right? So you're wrong. So then obviously we would say, look, you're free to look around. You know, if you find a better deal, then that's fine, right? So what annoyed me was, you know, some customers would go away and 2 weeks later they will come back and they will go, I just want to show you the receipt for my contract that I bought from somewhere else, right? Which is cheaper than you. Therefore, I proved you're wrong. I'm proving you wrong. So they chose to get the receipt and come back and find me 2 weeks later just to tell me that they got a better deal somewhere else. Obviously, I don't care, so I'm like, oh, good for you.
Look here, you piece of garbage.
Yeah, I'm like,
I knew you were ripping me off.
Why do you think I care? Like, I don't care. It's like, good for you. But I'm like, well,
it's my job.
Those kind of people, I'm like, wow, like, you think you won, but you've actually lost. Because in my mind, I'm like, the trouble you went through to prove me wrong.
We have a specific term for people like that over here. It's called a Karen.
It's called a Karen. Why was Karen the name chosen?
Luck of the draw.
Doomscream says, no corpse explosion. So let me explain the rules. The Red Gaming's rules for this run is that we can only use one skill tree and one alone.
Until we maxed it out.
Until we maxed it out. So once we get to the last skill, then we can go to the next skill tree.
Level 30, then we can start doing whatever. Anything gained from items is A-okay too.
Yeah, so as you can see, I've got poison and bone, I've got teeth from an item, that's allowed. But I've not put any points into the poison and bone tree. That's the reason why I'm not using corpse explosion. Although, to be honest, I don't use it this early because we're still in normal. So normally I wouldn't use it until maybe, well, I think I only use it in hell. Because even nightmare's okay with just minions. But you start needing it in hell. Because the HP is so high there. Oh, you got your lightning. Nice.
Yep.
Chain lightning's the one though. So fun to use.
Oh, chain lightning is 100% the best lightning. As opposed to grease lightning.
Grease lightning, grease lightning. I didn't like Grease Lightning, the song. I liked all the other songs. I liked the We Go Together, dun, 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 or whatever that one's called. We Go Together, is it?
You're the one and I want.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Honey. He says honey, right? Honey.
I believe so. It's been a while.
Yeah, because he says it in that Johnny Bravo voice, so... And he's kind of hard to understand, sometimes. Because he mumbles.
John Travolta?
No, the Johnny Bravo.
Oh, I thought you meant the actual guy in Greece. It's like John Travolta.
Oh, no, but I think Johnny Bravo is modeled on some Grease characters. That's why he speaks like that.
Yeah, he's Grease, Elvis...
Grease, Elvis, and a bodybuilder.
In one other person,
James Dean, probably.
Remember.
James Dean, the leather jacket, right? Oh, no, he doesn't wear a leather jacket. It's a black t-shirt. It's a black t-shirt.
He just has the black shirt.
Okay.
Black shirt and jeans.
Well, that's pretty generic. I don't know who's that modeled after, but it could be anyone. Any generic cool guy. Doomscream says, interesting rule set. Good thing he is lightning so he can carry you. Well, actually, I think my summons are doing pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah, your summons are carrying me, because I run out of mana real fast.
Well, to be honest, we're carrying each other, because without the tanking, it'll be harder for you to shoot them. And then without you doing the damage, then the tanks might die. So I think it's a good synergy going on there.
So we go together like boobop chihuahua. I don't remember.
Exactly. That's exactly what we're saying. We go together just like in the Grease song. They were right.
Yes.
Like 50 years ago, they were right.
It's like a bunch of random words that they strung together to make the song work.
Olivia John-Hewitt was really good looking though back in the day. Like for those days standards, she was really good looking. I don't know. Sorry, Olivia Newton-John. Olivia Newton-John.
Was her age
got her name
in
wrong.
Our era, she'd still fit the standards.
No, she's not bad looking by our standards. But yeah, the definition of beauty has changed. So the models of our day look different now. They've got different rule sets.
They have to have different stat builds.
Put it this way, like you look at an action star from like the 80s and 90s, right? Very few of them were ripped. You got, maybe you got like Stallone. Yeah, Stallone and Arnold. who were ripped, right? But everyone else, like
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
okay, Jean-Claude, so that's 3. But then you look at stuff like Bruce Willis, who's an action star. He wasn't ripped.
No.
We had Bond, Sean Connery. He wasn't ripped. Neither was Roger. Actually, none of the Bonds were ripped, apart from Daniel Craig. None of the Bonds were ripped.
Well, if you're being a secret agent, is that really conducive to doing your job, being ripped?
It's not, but that's where my point is, because ever since, I think, this is what I think happened. Have you ever seen Blade Trinity?
Yes.
So Ryan Reynolds, who was a comedy star before, he got ripped for Blade Trinity, right? But he didn't
Got cut. There's a difference.
Oh, okay. So in America, ripped means what, muscular and defined then?
Okay, no. So ripped means, to me, when somebody says they're ripped, they're quote unquote jacked. Like their muscles are to the max capacity.
Okay, so
like ripped is like Hugh Jackman. That's ripped.
Okay. No, because like I
And
don't.
cut is when you get leaned out and you have your muscles, but you look thin and you look athletic.
It's funny. We got a British slang term. We say dench. I don't think they say that in America, right?
Dench.
Dench. D-E-N-C-H. Dench. You know, like bench, but you just replace it with a D.
Interesting. I've never heard of that.
This
before.
is like
obviously.
this is street slang. So this is street like so on the street they would say that. So they would say, oh, he's dench, which means he's basically ripped or jacked in that sense. So that's what we say. But yeah, I've always thought ripped meant mainly defined and at some size. But I'm guessing in America it means both, like barely, like, you know, you got size and definition.
Yeah, size and definition. Yes.
Yeah, so, okay, so Ryan Reynolds got cut. We'll use your term. So Ryan Reynolds got cut, right?
Yes.
And ever since then, have you noticed, ever since Blade Trinity, nearly all action stars have had to get cut. Ideally,
much, yeah.
ideally jacked, but at the minimum cut, because almost everyone after that has been. Whereas in the 80s and 90s, that wasn't the case. So I think Ryan Reynolds pioneered the new body look. So now action stars have to look like that.
Well,
Same thing with like beauty, like the way models look now, because
Wesley Snipes wasn't like super big. He was definitely
yeah, but he was all right. He was not bad.
It was that whole movie.
Yeah, he was not bad.
I think that just movie just did change the genre of what people were looking for.
Yeah.
I need to go back to town, sir.
All right. I will wait for you then. I don't think I can do Andario by myself. I can try.
I don't recommend it.
Okay, I'll wait for you then. Doomscream says Steve Reeves was pretty ripped. I don't know who that is. You know who Steve Reeves is?
Steve Reeves.
Steve Reeves? I don't know who that is. What film was he in? Doomscream says he was active in the 50s and 60s. Oh, that's way before my time. Yeah, I wouldn't know who Steve Reeves is. Although, supposedly, Clint Eastwood was not in not bad shape when he was young. I've not seen him, but I've been told he was actually not bad. For those standards.
That's a guy that I wish I could go back in time and be a producer and make a vampire hunter movie, and he would be my vampire hunter.
Clint Eastwood.
Yes.
Yeah, he would make a good
100%.
Van Helsing. He's got that hunter vibe, right? From all his westerns.
Yes,
where he was
100%.
essentially a bounty hunter. I love the one. Is it The Good, the Bad, Ugly? The one where right at the end of the film, he's on a horse and he's like a mile away, and he just pulls out his Remington like lever action rifle, and then he's just like aiming. He puts the sight up, the flip on sight. He flips the sight up, and then he just aims, and he managed to shoot the guy who was being hung through the rope from a mile away. And then he just casually rides off after he did it. Was that The Good, the Bad, Ugly?
I think that's the good man. It's been a while since I've watched some good classic western.
Yeah, I just remember watching that and I was like, is there anything he can't do?
No, Clint Eastwood's the man.
You know what? Saying that, I'm gonna rewatch some old Clint Eastwood films because I actually don't remember a lot. Like Dirty Harry, I don't remember the plot of Dirty Harry. I just know he's got that Magnum, and it's all about the Magnum. but I don't remember what the plot was.
Ready? I have like very little stuff to retain mana, but let's do this.
Alright, I'm gonna pre-select Clay Golem in case I need to recast. Steve Reeves is probably the most famous for playing Hercules. Oh, okay, he's the original Hercules then, I'm guessing.
Oh, I think I remember now.
Yeah.
That's like the back in the day with Charleston Heston and shit.
Yeah, well, I mean,
assuming.
you know, 50s, isn't it, so... Okay, I think, yeah, your DPS is fine. I just gotta recast Mr. Golem there. Oh, damn.
Yeah, just keep
Damn.
keep her occupied. It's not good.
Wait, I need to recast.
I'm out of mana.
I'm out of mana. We've almost got her down. Almost got... you know, I'm on a portal. Well, I don't have any resources. Doomscream says... Oh, you know what? I don't want to correct you, but I think he actually says, "Do you feel lucky, punk?" Instead of "Are you feeling lucky, punk?" Right?
I think it is. Do you feel lucky?
Do you feel lucky?
Do you,
Punk? Do you? Yeah, but it's the classic quote from Dirty Harry.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back here too, because I can't replenish mana enough.
Do you want this charm? Because I don't like charms, so you can have that.
Oh hell yeah, I'll take that. That's actually effective.
No, it is, but I just don't like all the space being taken up. Alright, put that there. Half freeze duration. Go that way. Buy some antidote potions. I would if we were in hell. I think we're alright. This is normal. If
Yeah, we should be fine.
If we're struggling in normal, we shouldn't be playing this game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. She's literally gonna die in the next 5 seconds.
Oh wait, sorry. Let me. Oh, okay. No, you've already gone through. I was gonna say,
It's cool.
Do you want to wait a bit? Because I want to recast some minions. Cool.
I got her distracted if you want to come through the portal.
I'm running back to town now.
I didn't realize she had hooved feet.
You did? Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't realize that for the longest time.
Okay.
She's got weird chain titties.
Who doesn't have hooved feet? That's what I'm saying. In this game, who doesn't have hooved feet? There you go. Summons to the rescue.
He dead.
Yep. You want any of these?
I'm gonna take the gems because
I'm
that's
gonna take
just how it be.
take the bow for the mercenary, and I don't really need the rest. Let's take 2 each just to sell, though. I'll take these 2.
Okay.
Just for the money. Ooh, heavy gloves. Alright. Doomscream says Mephisto doesn't have feet at all.
Yeah, he's the floater.
Yeah, he just floats around. I love shooting Mephisto from range as a sorceress. You know, you can shoot him from the other side and he can't get you. I love doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What the hell? What's the short...
This is a great victory indeed.
I thought O was the shortcut for the mercenaries' inventory. Oh, my mercenary's dead. I just realized
my mercenary's dead too.
she's dead. I didn't even realize.
Yay.
Let's resurrect Anor, someone's favorite.
I can't use that yet.
Oh, she can't use the bow yet. Damn. Well, that's not very useful because we're going to be in the next act.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just get that guy.
Greetings.
I'm gonna
Caravan awaits.
sell this up. If you activate it, does it pull me through as well, or do we both need to do it?
No, you should be able to transport yourself.
Okay. Let me talk to
It's taking a minute to load.
The caravan
talk to Warif. Go east. Go west. No, 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 no. Hold any button to skip.
It just looks so good. The trees look so alive.
Well, you know, it's actually 3D now, whereas before it was just pixels.
ISO. Right, what type, are you gonna get offensive, or are you gonna get defensive, or are you gonna get healing?
I was gonna get prayer for, well, which is defensive, I guess. Unless you want me to get something
Well,
else.
prayer is healing, and then you have the stuff that increases your defense.
Oh, you mean
So I'll
defiance?
get the
Oh,
stuff
okay.
that increases.
Yeah. Which one do you need me to get? Because I don't really mind. They're like,
Well, if you go with prayer, you're fine. I'm just gonna get. I'll get the guy who does the other stuff.
okay.
So that way we're not double stacking. We kind of gain.
Yeah, because we both don't get hit much.
Two
So
birds with one stone.
I figured prayer is good for both of us because we don't get hit much, but then annoyingly it chips away at our health. But if we have prayer, then we'll always be at full health.
Yeah.
Figured that's probably best.
And then this guy will increase our defense so that we don't take as much damage.
I bet you.
Sure. Prayer is Hazaid or Mizan. Hazaid sounds cooler. Let's get by Hazaid. Oh wait, nope. Amateur mistake. I need to remove the armor from my. Oh, it's not. It's just a. She didn't have any armor. It's just a bow.
Good day.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, Hazaid.
Let's see here.
Boom. Let there be auras. Doom Scream says, be right back, going for a fag. Also, they call them fags in Bulgaria? Oh, it's just the British that call it fags. We also have the warnings on the packs.
How may I help?
He was there for that conversation.
Right. You will die.
Yeah, it's like, you will die. Smoke this and you will die. And there's people like, meh. YOLO.
Yeah. Just depends on how you view the world, I guess.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Want to...
I don't know who's right, like YOLO or not YOLO. Because there's benefits of both.
I feel like it should be... You should do what... You need to take risks and chances, but at the same time, it not at the expense of, like, extreme circumstance, I guess, would be the best
See,
thing I'm
what
trying to
is
say.
the definition of YOLO? Does YOLO mean literally take every risk?
Yeah.
Does it mean take
You only live
every
once,
risk?
So F it.
So every risk, just anything.
That's how I perceive it.
Okay. Now I'm just wondering because you only live once. It doesn't exactly dictate anything. So I don't know. I don't know how
Good day.
extreme it means that you're supposed to live life to.
I'd say pretty extreme.
Doom Scream says, I just happen to know the expression. Oh, so he's saying it for my sake because we call them fags in the UK.
Yeah.
Just like we call toilets loo. But that is the again, it's like a street term. So you wouldn't, if you're trying to be professional, you wouldn't say loo. You would just say toilet. Or we sometimes call them WCs in the in Europe.
Water closets.
I thought it was called wash cabinet. So I think it's debate
Yeah,
on.
it could be that too.
I think there's debate on exactly what it stands for, but WC is like wash cabinet or something along those lines. So, but it essentially is a toilet. But that's more of a European term. Like we tend to, in the UK itself, we tend to write the sign as toilet and less WC. Except for international areas, you know, like airports, that kind of stuff. Alex says bog. Yeah, bog is also another term that we use to say toilet. I'm on the bog.
On the bog. That's hilarious.
Yeah, bog. I don't know. Does it sound like a toilet? I don't know.
It's a swamp over here, so that could be a toilet.
Then again, we call umbrellas brollies, but that's another slang term. Obviously, umbrella is what it is, but sometimes if you say brolly, that is acceptable. There's a lot of slang, to be honest, in language. Like, because we drink a lot of tea. If you say, I'm going for a cuppa, then that essentially means tea. Whereas, if you think about it, it could be a cup of anything. But nope, when you say cuppa, it means tea.
Interesting. I'm not too hip on all I know is like the dumb stuff that kids say, like lit and fam and.
Oh, I think
know
those
what,
are like
the real
universal because
changeover of terms
we
are.
get a lot of that from you guys. That's the thing. I'm sure lit originated in America.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but for some reason we say it. Well, I'm not we as in me, but The younger generation says it now.
Brits.
Yeah, the British
younger
generation.
British.
The younger generation say it. It's a thing now. It's like, yo, that's lit. That's lit. That's how they say it.
It's lit, fam.
Yo, that's lit. But you know what it is with me in slang? I stick to the slang of my generation, and that's it. Because I don't like assimilating the new slang.
I can't stick to the slang of my generation because it's very.
I was too old,
disrespectful.
Is it? Is it like too traditional?
No, it's the 90s was all about derogatory terms.
Oh, okay.
So, like I officially I can't say most of the stuff online if I'm to.
Oh, do you want the trident? It's unique for your merc.
Let's see. I'll definitely give it to the Merc.
Yeah, I was a child of the 90s, so I didn't actually learn.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
to use it.
You should take a look at it and then toss it back just so you can see how cool it looks.
Just so I can see
I wish I
it.
could use it so that you could like see it, like actually see it in your hand.
This actually looks really good. Oh wait, look, I can use it. Look, that's how it looks.
Yeah, see, it actually looks like the weapon now.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ah, thank you for doing that, company that did that.
Yeah, I was a
not
child in the
strong enough? You're not
90s,
fast enough?
so I didn't assimilate all the slang because I was too young, obviously. So I remember all the pop culture of the 90s, but in terms of slang, we didn't have that much. I think I really started learning slang in the 2000s, 2000s onwards.
Yeah, it's just the slang has changed so much over the years for me. It's like by the time you get one set of stuff down, you have to learn an entire another set.
Yeah, that's why I just
Like,
stick to
at one point, things that were, oh man, that's cold. Like, oh, like that was cold. Like you dissed him. Like, ooh.
What does cold
that
mean
then
now?
Turned into, oh man, that's hot.
So cold
it's
means
like,
hot
what?
now.
Yeah, cold means hot. Now hot means cold. But now that's not even a thing anymore.
See, that's funny
So
because
it's like it's
when I was a kid, bad meant good.
yeah. Ooh, that's so bad.
It's like, oh, that's bad, but obviously it means good.
That's the whole thing of like that's badass.
Yeah, but the thing is, we changed it because it was confusing even for us. So there was like weird moments where people were like, oh, that's bad, and then we were like we think we understand, then we stop and go, wait, you mean bad isn't good or bad isn't bad? So there had to be clarification.
Like bad?
Yeah, you mean like bad or bad good? So there were moments where we did that, and then I think because of that, slowly it transitioned away from bad to now we say sick. So that we still say sick. So oh, that's sick.
We say six, and I'm like, oh man, that was sick.
Yeah. See, bad ass we don't say because we don't say ass, we say arse. And bad arse doesn't sound right.
Badass.
Badass. It's the way Americans pronounce words, right? You're very casual in your pronunciation. So badass sign of it goes because of the pronunciation. Badass.
Yeah.
Whereas imagine we pronounce bad arse. It does not go. It just sounds weird.
Well, then you also have people who say arse when they don't even mean to say it as that, but that's just how they
Arse.
pronounce it.
Yeah, no, we don't say
Like, look
ass.
at me, I'm over here being an arse.
Oh, arse is in the donkey.
Yes.
Ass. Yeah, we never actually say ass. That's one of the things that we didn't assimilate. We picked up a lot of other stuff, but we didn't assimilate the ass.
The ass.
Ass.
That ass, though.
That ass.
We're so bad.
Bad isn't good or bad isn't bad.
Bad isn't bad.
We have to be sure.
Did you guys have the Tide Pod challenge? I really need to know the answer to this. Did
Tide
the British
Pod?
do the Tide Pod challenge?
What is that? We did the ice bucket challenge
Good. You don't.
because that
You
was
don't,
what you
okay.
guys made up.
You don't know what it is. That's great. So, TikTok, the influencer of all generations that are beneath us at this point,
Yeah.
They decided to make a challenge where they would put in their mouth and chew and eat Tide detergent pods. So basically, detergent for cleaning your clothes.
Isn't that
People got
toxic?
sick really bad. Yes, very toxic. But people were like, "Oh, it's a TikTok thing."
Might as well drink bleach.
Exactly.
Or inject bleach into your veins like Trump wants you to do. Or
Right?
whatever he said. I'm sure it's a misquote, but it's just really funny that became the quote. Inject bleach into your veins.
They also have the dewormer and all the other dumb stuff that's going around.
Yeah.
You're worried about getting stuck with a shot, but you'll drink basically you'll do every other thing than what you're being told by a scientist and or a doctor. Good job.
Doomscream says, bottoms up, last guy who dies wins. Okay, so you still need to die to
It's not
win.
a matter of last guy who dies, it's everybody's gonna die. Just who's going first.
I mean, it's quite clever, right? You still have to die in order to win. You can't survive and win. You gotta die and win.
It's all about verbiage.
Alex says, children over here did it by mistake. Oh, did it? I didn't even know that. I did not know that.
Children over here, as in over in your side of things?
Yeah, I'm because Alex from the UK, so as his name suggests, because it says Alex UK. So yeah, I think that we did have it, but it wasn't as prominent as in the US.
Oh man, it was so bad. Well, because everybody here wants to be famous, so they'll do anything and everything to get those 15 seconds of fame.
Gotta have the 15 seconds, man. It's worth it, no matter what you do. I remember the catch you outside. No, catch me outside. How about that? Remember that girl?
Yes, she's still a thing.
She's so famous that we even know about of her here, even though it's got nothing to do with us. Catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah, she has an album and everything.
Oh really? She went.
It's ridiculous.
She's a recording artist now. How?
Yeah.
Does she got a nice voice? Can she sing?
No.
Okay, I guess it does. Well,
That's
I mean, it never mattered, right?
It's literally her being herself.
I was just saying weird stuff.
And it's not even that good. It's just the clout. I don't know what it is, but
sorry.
people over here they eat it up.
Thank you, Doomscream, for following on Twitch. By the way, I noticed it, but I was too busy in conversation. It was such an interesting conversation about a Catch Me Outside girl.
Right.
So wait, she's famous for being knocked out. She's famous for talking a big game and then not being able to deliver.
Yeah.
That's kind of
she's
weird,
still
right?
got stuff.
What a waste.
Like, you're famous for being not a good fighter. How does that work?
That's what it's all about, man. Just gotta
Fake it till you make
the
it.
part, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, Doomscream's going off to bed. May the RNG be with you and take care. No problems. Thank you for stopping by, Doomscream. Sounds like a Decepticon, doesn't it? Doomscream. I know it's Starscream. That was it. That's why it sounded familiar. Starscream is Decepticon. Alright. I will portal us. Let's give this to
Time
the
to talk to Deckard Cain.
He's gonna tell you a story. Regrettably,
I
I could do nothing.
Back in my day, the Haradrim sucked ass.
But now they took steroids. And they're stronger than anyone.
They're ripped.
Or jacked is
90 ripped.
jacked is the more acceptable term nowadays.
I think honestly, people say ripped and they mean like they're intoxicated. If I remember correctly, I think that's what it's turned to.
Ripped means intoxicated now. So drunk is ripped.
I think I could be mistaken.
Who knows, right? Because of how fast slang is moving.
Yeah, especially with how TikTok and everything is these days. Everything evolves so fast. It's hard to keep track of.
Yeah, I'm not part of the TikTok generation. I was supposed to be, because when I was streaming, they said that TikTok would, you know, improve your followers, and then I wanted to do it, but then I didn't get it, so I didn't bother doing it.
I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I don't even have it on my phone. I see TikToks via everything else, like shorts and
Yeah.
reels on Instagram and whatever the thing they call it on Facebook. But I refuse to get an actual TikTok because I know it's just going to absorb every moment of my life. Because
content
I have
used to be
that
content.
ADHD, and I'll just
Yeah.
sit there and scroll, and next thing I know, 30 minutes later, I'm like, shit.
It's actually really interesting how TikTok works. So it's got a really advanced algorithm, right? So what it does is it monitors how long your eye looks at each particular thumbnail. So if you look
Interesting.
if you look at any male TikToker, right? If you see what their suggestions are, it's usually some sort of tightly dressed girl who's like dancing or something. Because, as you know, as males, we tend to just gravitate towards that, right? It's in DNA.
Cleavage actually gravitates for everybody, but men do it more often than women.
Yeah, so because of that, if you look at most male TikTok users, their suggestions tend to be some girl-related stuff, and it's not even their fault. Because if you look at it for 1 second more than the next thing, straight away, that's a point. So unless you see it and you avoid it straight away, the second you spend more than like 2 seconds looking at it, boom, it's registered out. He likes this kind of stuff. So that's why every guy has it. And then every guy who's married or has a girlfriend, like they always have to keep pressing, you know, don't want to see this anymore, don't want to see this anymore, just to like reset the algorithm. Because obviously it looks bad if other half's watching and then you're on TikTok and all it is girls. And they'll be like, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll be like, hey man, it's not what it looks like. I know what it looks like, but it's not what it looks like. I swear to you, it's not what it looks like. Oh, Pokey Chris is here. Hey, elbow cough. Yeah, it's funny because on
Elbow cough.
no elbow, he's doing the emoji, but because I'm doing a multi-stream, so on the multi-stream chat, it doesn't show the emojis unless it's Twitch. So because he's on YouTube, it actually translates it, so it's elbow cough. So I don't know which one. I don't know which one that is. Elbow cough.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Are you ready to head out into the desert?
Yeah, sure. Let's do this.
Right. Remember, lightning is very scary.
Oh, because of the scarabs.
Yes.
Scarabs are scabbards. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Scarab is
Scarab.
how I would pronounce it.
Scarab.
A scabbard would be what you sheath a sword in.
Okay, so scarab.
Yes. We have yet to find them, but when they show up...
Well, so you guys got guns in America, so
yeah.
if they show up, then, you know, you guys can take them out quite easily. They were saying that if a zombie apocalypse ever happened, you know, Americans wouldn't have any problems because everyone's armed.
Not true, because most of them are dumb.
Okay.
No, I'm
No,
not
but
even trying to be mean.
you don't need to be smart to use a gun,
right
though.
now.
Some people are dumb, but they're really accurate.
The people who were ready for the apocalypse went out and said, I can't stand this quarantine, I need my haircut. That is not
Maybe
how
they're
that
on
works.
TikTok and they have to look their best.
Nah, fam.
There you go.
That's,
There you go. And their
get
money.
Get out of here with that mess.
Their money depends on it because they get paid, apparently. Oh, Pokey Chris says, "What's up? What's up here? What time is it in India? It's like it's really early, right? It's really late here.
I think it's they're like 4 or 5 hours ahead of
Yeah,
you.
because I'm ahead of you and they're ahead of me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So it's like 10 to 11 hours for me.
It's a damn
So-
wacky races, right? I'm ahead of you, they're ahead of me. We're all chasing each other.
Right? We're all just running around on a big old ball of rock, floating through
Like
a
hamster wheel.
giant void of stuff.
Yeah. I'm glad
at
that Pokey
thousands
Chris
of miles
is
per
here
hour.
because he's in India. I always miss him, like because he sleeps early. So when I'm streaming, it's like 12 o'clock for him. When in my evening is like 12 o'clock for him. So he always joins and goes hi, but then he goes, I gotta go. So there's one
Cool.
one of
Man,
the few
look
times.
At you. You're like truly international.
Well, that's what I like about the following that I've got, because I've got random countries. 'Cause people always tell me something interesting.
For some reason I can't. There's a U wand over here.
Ooh.
I can't seem to build anybody. I have the crew that I have through the Pokemon stuff, but I can't really seem to gain anybody outside of that.
You know what? It seems like American content producers tend to attract other Americans. That's what it seems like.
Well, usually when you think... we are the reality show of Earth right now, so I can only imagine.
Unless you count Hulk Hogan's reality show with his family. Is that still on? Is that still a thing? I know it was definitely a thing before. They followed his family around.
Once all the stuff happened with his son, it kind of went the wayside.
I don't know the story about his son. What happened to his son?
His son drove a Lamborghini. I believe he was drunk and he wrecked it and he killed somebody, I think. If I remember correctly. I think he killed his friend in with him.
That is not good press.
Nope. And
but that's not him,
then,
though.
I think it's been kind of gone.
It's not him, so he should still be able to do stuff. Maybe just not his son. Or is it like guilty by association?
It's basically, it's like, oh, he's the son of Hulk Hogan.
So Hulk Hogan must be bad as well.
You know how people are. Yeah, you know how people are. He's the reason he got the Lamborghini.
He gave
whatever car he drove.
He contributes 50% of the genetic materials, so he must be 50% to blame.
Yes.
That's a scientific reason. Scientific reason. Oh, Pokey Chris says, say hello to Red Gaming. Pokey Chris says hello.
Hello, Pokey Chris. Nice to meet you. Via 2 separate streams.
You know, it's all about the multiverse now. It's a multi-stream.
Yeah.
You know what? I could actually,
Streamverse.
if we do video, I could actually have your video up as well, opposite me, and then we can both be on stream. I think it cuts into the bandwidth, though.
I don't think my... let me see.
Now, all we got to do is do a video call on Discord or Skype or anything, really, and all I got to do is capture that window.
I'd have to take my... unless you did Luma... Hold on.
Oh, no, you wouldn't be keyed out. You wouldn't be keyed out. You would just be, you know, as you are.
Okay, since I'm using my camera, I can do
Although, you know what, if you send me the feed with the green screen, I can key it on my end, so I can apply the chroma on my end. So if it's showing as a green or blue screen, I can do it from my end.
I will turn myself off on here. I will then do this.
Oh, Alex says, I think Hulk was shunned for previous racist comments. Did Hulk Hogan say anything racist?
Probably that too.
I mean, he's old generation, so it kind of makes sense, but I've not heard him say anything racist. But a lot of people in that generation were racist, so it's just the way it is.
It's a byproduct.
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of times it's the what they teach you in schools and the society at the time that influence what you believe in.
Right.
So if they're born and brought up to believe in a certain thing, then that's what they're going to believe in.
Oh, why is it giving the...
Wait, let me see.
Not doing the background. That's weird.
Hold on, let me just join your stream and find out what you're doing. I can't see what you're doing.
There we go.
What were you doing? Pokey Chris says hello to Alex.
Well, no, I did it in Discord.
Oh, you did it in Discord.
Yeah, it's in Discord, so if you want to just crop that out, you can take me.
Oh, that sounds interesting. All right. Where is Discord? Okay, hold on. It's loading. No, I can't see your image yet.
Really? In the voice chat?
Yeah, I'm getting 2 loading squares.
Oh, it's probably gonna take a minute.
So what I can do? Okay, it's gonna look.
We're just seriously bogging down our internet connections at this point.
Okay, let me see if it loads. If it loads, then I'll do it. Otherwise, there's no point. Yeah, I'm still getting 2 loading squares.
All right, let me.
We'll carry on playing, and then if you eventually show up, then I'll add you.
Gotcha.
We'll have to go through the annoying process of resizing you while live. So you're gonna show up as a
So I'm not just so I'm not this massive 1080 by whatever.
Yeah, you're gonna show up as a full window with all the Discord crap on it, and then I'm gonna have to cut you,
Nice.
cut you down, then resize you and put you to the left. All right.
The power of science.
Exactly. Well, I could actually no, I can't. I was gonna say I could turn my splash screen on to hide all that, but then I wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing. So yeah, I didn't think this through. Alright then. Nope, you are still loading as two squares.
Gotcha. We'll see if we can't mess around and do it next time.
Yeah. Generally Skype works. I think the Skype video system is probably better than Discord. Because
Oh yeah, 100%.
that's their thing, right?
Yeah, they were the thing before Zoom was a thing.
Pokey Chris says, Alex, it's been so late for you, I guess. Yeah, and it is quite late. Feel free to sleep anytime you want, Alex. Don't stay on for my sake. Don't. As a person with a messed up sleeping pattern myself, I know how important it is. So I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Screws with your whole day.
Yeah, it's
Worst one, you know when you wake up,
something that messes up.
when you wake up in the afternoon and you're like your whole day is just ruined. Next thing you know, it's the
You have
evening.
no day left.
Yeah, you have no day left. Next thing you know, it's evening, and you're like, well, I guess it's time to eat dinner.
Speaking of dinner,
Oh, I didn't tell you what I had.
completely going the opposite. Yeah, you never told me that.
This is gonna sound really weird. I had a fish sandwich.
Okay, what kind of fish?
Okay, so this is someone gave me chili fish, right? Which is chili fish. So it's like a red paste. So some kind of red chilies, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's got dried fish in it. I don't know if they're sardines. I don't know what kind of fish it is, but it's some sort of dried fish in it. So it's like a fish paste, but made of chilies. So it's supposed to be spicy, but my tolerance for spice is quite high. So for me, it wasn't that spicy. But you're
Gotcha.
supposed to eat it with
So
rice.
you kind of had a spicy tuna sandwich, but it wasn't.
Oh
tuna.
no! It gets better. So it's an Oriental invention. So I don't know which. I think it might be Malaysian. I don't know which country it's from. I was told it may be Malaysian. So you're supposed to eat it with rice. You're supposed to have your rice and then have it as a paste on the side and maybe mix it together. It's like a pseudo curry in a way, right? So I had this paste left over, and I didn't have any rice. I didn't know what to eat it with, but I had a bunch of cheese left over, and I was like, "I'll get rid of the cheese." You know, cheese goes off. It can go off quite easily depending on how you. If you touch it, it definitely goes off. So because it's like a petri dish, isn't it? So it just harbors bacteria. So I was like, I don't know how long this cheese is gonna last. So I thought, let me get rid of the cheese. And it's a 4-mix cheese. You know, for pizzas, it's a quad cheese mix, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So I buttered 2 slices of bread. I put the 4 cheese on one side, and then I spread the chili fish paste over the cheese. Then I put more cheese on top. So I essentially made a fish pizza sandwich.
That sounds really amazing.
It wasn't that great. It was okay. I like the cheese because I love cheese, but the fish itself I didn't like that much.
Well, what type of cheese?
It was quad,
Like
so
4 cheese?
cheddar definitely, mozzarella definitely. I have no idea what the other 2 are. Parmesan, I'm guessing.
I don't think any of those cheeses went with that flavor profile. That's probably what made it not so good.
Yeah, it's probably because the fish is not supposed to go with the cheese. But I was thinking, you put some sort of sliced sausage in it next time, like pepperoni or salami, something like that. One of those. If you put that in next time, that would be quite nice. It would essentially be a pizza sandwich. So that's my project
yeah, if you did
next
that
time.
without the fish.
Yeah, so
See,
what?
with the fish, you needed something more. The rice probably would have been much better,
Yeah, I just didn't.
even though you didn't have it.
I didn't have any. That's all. I mean, I had rice, just didn't make it. So Plus side, I got rid of the cheese. That's not a problem anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex is going. So yeah, bye, Alex. Thanks for staying, by the way. It's quite late.
See you later, Alex. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, you didn't need to. You could have slept anytime. But I appreciate it, as always. Alex says, oh, before he went, I saw a pie sandwich on Twitter. What's a pie sandwich? Don't know if Alex is still here.
Pie sandwich?
Yeah, what's a pie sandwich? Do you just get a pie?
Like, there are so many different types of pie.
I know, we don't call pizzas pies. Because I know in America, a pie can also be a pizza, but we don't call pizzas pies.
No, I mean, like, there are so many different kinds of pie, even outside of what being called a pizza pie.
Well, yeah, there's like the savory pie and there's like the sweet pie, right?
Yeah, you have, like, meat pies, you have, like, dessert pies.
That's true. We tend to call... Actually, no, we got both. I was going to say we tend to call meat pies pies, but I just realized we actually have both, so it's not really the case. Oh, Alex says a pie in 2 slices of bread. So literally a sandwich made with a pie.
Oh my god, what type of pie?
What type of pie, Alex? We need to know. Before you go, I know you want to sleep, and that's important, but...
I know you want to sleep, but I need to know what pie.
Red needs to know what pie. Pokey Chris says it's a pie equals 22 divided by 7. Yes, that's the mathematical pie. Which is also that's also a pie.
Pushes up glasses.
Yeah, she. All right, so I don't know.
And that's what we would call a smartass.
Yep. Oh, a wise guy. We got ourselves a wise guy here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forget about it. Forget about
funny.
it. Yeah. Is that actually what 1930s Chicago gangsters sound like?
I have no clue, but that's just what it is.
That's how they're portrayed in movies. Oh, yeah, she, yeah. What is, yeah?
I mean, there are people who are from, like, if you ever watched The Jersey Shore, people talk like that. So I can only imagine at one point somebody said stuff like that.
Not seen Jersey Shore. Yeah, what does meh even mean? Yeah. I'm guessing C is like. Do you get what I mean? As in, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah, see?
So that's the old version of, you know what I'm saying? It's like, she?
Yeah, know what I'm saying? She? Oh my god, that's the progenitor to know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we figured it out. We figured it out. It was, you know what I'm saying, man? It's like, she? They stole it from there. Modern day gangsters stole
it
the
was
line.
There all along.
Yeah, the modern day gangsters stole it from the original gangsters. Right. Evolution, that's what you call evolution.
Don't know what type of pie.
Oh yeah, Alex says looks like a steak and kidney pie, but I don't know the filling. So it's a savory pie then. It's a meat pie.
Oh, it's savory pie. Okay. So we just doubled down on his carbs.
You guys got steak and kidney there?
We definitely do not do that as a normal thing. If we do a savory pie, it's going to be like a pot pie versus like how you guys have like meat pies and things like that.
Yeah, we got steak and kidney.
You have to know a traditional person from England or Ireland to do stuff like that.
Chicken and mushroom. We got steak itself, just steak by itself as well. Anyway, good night to Alex again, just in case he's leaving now.
Yeah, good night, sir.
Good night. Oh,
the Hall of the Dead.
Halls of the. What was the House of the Dead. That's exactly how they used to say it. You know when you put a coin and you press start, it just goes House of the Dead.
Oh man, you're doing an old callback, my guy.
Again, it's all about that pause. It's that pause before you say the next word. House of the Dead. I also like when you press start and it goes Resident Evil. Remember
Resident Evil.
He actually says it like that. I don't know why. He feels the need to say it like that. You press start and it's like Resident Evil.
It's just like one of those things me and an old friend of mine would talk about, how songs in the 90s, if they had go in it, it was usually something that was really popular for whatever reason.
Like, go
If,
what?
like, at the beginning of the song, they were talking and doing whatever, and the guy just went, like, go! You would be like, oh, man, this is gonna be a banger.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, they still say... They kind of say, let's go nowadays, right? You know, rappers, they go, let's go! They do the intro, you know,
Yeah.
shout out to whoever, blah, 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 you know, west side, east side, and then it's like, let's go! So they just added let's to it.
Yeah. I freaking hate this part.
I hate...
Desert's the worst.
I'll wait till we get to Far Oasis. My summon's gonna be useless there. That's the definition of bottleneck. Chris says the voiceover were good. As in the voiceover for Resident Evil? Sorry, Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
The House of the Dead. My favorite thing with House of the Dead was that you could play as both people, so you could do a kimbo. So you basically put 2 coins in instead of 1. You activate both players, but then you just use both guns.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw a guy do it. I didn't know you could... Well, obviously you could do it, but I didn't know you could do it because it never occurred to me. And then when I was a kid, I saw a guy do it, and I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. He was just like dual-wielding those guns and just akimboing the zombies, and I was like, I want to do that. But then you think about it, you got to pay double the money, so... Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Oh yeah, Chris says, yeah, he likes the
The
voiceovers.
only time I ever did stuff where I had basically 2 screens was when I was in my DDR phase.
Oh,
That Dance Dance Revolution.
DDR. When you say DDR, the only thing I remember is the butterfly song. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
I'm your little butterfly. That's like the most famous DDR song for some reason. For me, anyway.
It's because everybody did it. It wasn't that difficult of a song, but it could be.
Yeah.
Everybody played it.
Was it just fun to do? It's like Guitar Hero. Some songs are more fun than others.
Yeah. It had a little bit. It had a mix of motion. It had a mix of like standard stuff. So it's like you kind of felt like you were doing something.
It
wasn't like ridiculously off the wall.
It was also a little story. It's like all across Japan, I'm searching for a man. So these 2 girls are just looking for a husband, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And when they find the husband, they will be their butterfly. And that's the whole song, because it just repeats that again and again. And I'm sure IEI's is Mexican, so I don't know how that got in there.
It's just putting sounds to song. Oh shit! Where'd you go? Were you in town?
Oh no, I'm in level 3. I didn't. I thought you went down. It's fine. I'm doing alright. I'm just.
I had to go back to town.
I'll hold it.
Okay, I found it. I got it.
I'll hold it off for now.
It wasn't far away.
Was it right next to it? As we've learned, things are right next to each other.
They'll do that sometimes, and it's really frustrating. You're like, you did this on purpose.
Yeah. It's the RNG. I feel like RNG became a thing in the recent years. I don't remember people saying RNG back in the day. But nowadays people can't stop saying it.
No, that's a modern thing because people are more aware of what it goes into a game.
Yeah, the actual coding as opposed to just, oh, it's a game.
Yeah, it's more commonplace to understand what's happening. We got that cube.
You got the cube, man.
Now the real fun starts. Now the real game has begun.
Because we can make stuff.
Yeah, now we just need to go back to town.
I keep hearing that, you know, the aura activation, deactivation sound because we keep going out of range. It's that choir sound.
Good evening.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, oh. Was it? It's 8 a.m. in India, so what is Pokey Chris gonna have for breakfast?
Ooh, I want to know.
I'm gonna take a guess. There's probably gonna be maybe a roti in there, something that's like that, because you got the paratha as well. So usually it's one or the other in a breakfast. Not always, but I'm familiar with the culture, and that tends to be the case.
I have no idea what those things are, but they sound amazing.
It's essentially like a pancake-shaped bread. So
Go on.
you know how in Western cultures we have potatoes, so we tend to eat
Yep.
potatoes with everything, like, you know, whether it's chips, wedges, just straight out potatoes, or whatever, mash, right? So that's our go-to carbs, right? So
Yes.
obviously my family are Chinese, so in the Oriental culture, we our go-to carb is rice, obviously. So in the Indian countries, in that subcontinent, their one is, they obviously have rice as well, but it's also split between rice and these disc-shaped breads. So like naan bread, rotis, paratha, like these are all different types of circular bread that are really thin. Except the naan. The naan can be quite thick, and they tend to have
Naan is delicious.
yeah. So they tend to have those type of breads with curries and stuff, as opposed to rice. Although rice is acceptable, it just they favor the depending which part of India they're from, they favor one over the other.
Gotcha. So now I have a sparkling gnarled staff that gives me +1 to all my lightning skills, and I have a breastplate that I put a skull in. So now I have
Leech.
some mana regeneration.
Oh yeah, it gives you regeneration. I thought it was leech. Oh, that was in weapons, right? So in
When it's in armor, it's replenish 3 life and regenerate 12% mana. And then I also have a chip skull to give me +2 regeneration and 8% mana.
It would be cool if your gem showed up on the armor.
I don't know.
Imagine you put a skull
No,
into your armor,
it just made the armor black.
and then you look like Punisher. That would be cool, right? Pokey Chris says roti and tea. Oh, that's it. Just no, nothing else. Just roti and tea. No dal or anything. No liquid base to go with the roti. Alright, what are we supposed to be doing now? We're far oasis now, right?
Yeah, we have to go get the staff, and then we have to go get the amulet, then we got to combine it, then
The Staff
there's a
of
lot.
Kings! You astound me, my friend. I'm so shocked at everything you do.
you're amazing.
Basically, that's what Decker Kane just says. Everything you do is, oh, you're so amazing. He's your personal fanboy.
I can accept. Did we even get the Dry Hills waypoint? I did.
Yes, I did as well. Surprisingly.
Let's go.
Pokechris says, not at breakfast. Maybe I'll have roti and chicken curry with rice or lunch. For lunch. Okay, so it's too early. So it's just the roti for now. And then he'll transist
Gotcha.
into the meats later on.
Yeah, so down by where I work, when I'm in my quote-unquote home branch versus my other dealership I have to do work at
Right.
in the state next to me.
Oh,
They have
you
a
work
place-
cross-state as well?
Yeah,
Damn.
it's great. So there's a place called Mum Cafe, and it's probably one of the best Thai restaurants I've ever eaten at in my entire life.
Okay.
And then next to it is this, I guess it's Indian food. I don't want to be like ignorant, but the place is called the Spice Route, and I almost wept at how good this butter chicken was, my guy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding you.
A good butter chicken's very nice.
Oh, dude, it was so good. But they have all these other things, like there's stuff that I got that I had like puffed rice,
Yeah.
and like I don't even know how to describe it because it was the first time eating it, and it was like almost like it had
Yeah.
a salsa in it. Like it had chopped up tomatoes and had like lots of good flavor.
Yep.
And it was not what I expected, but it was such a good food experience. I'm like, man, I need more.
The interesting thing is a lot of the Indian restaurants in Western countries such as the UK and America, they changed their taste and they've invented dishes to suit the Western palate. So
oh really?
Yeah, if you ever see stuff like chicken vindaloo or those kind of dishes, those are created for the Western audience. So they wouldn't serve that in. Yeah, they wouldn't serve that in India. Although they might now, because once you make a dish for the Western audience, it's a dish in its own right, so it kind of makes its way into the menu. But it's known as like
its own thing.
Yeah, it becomes its own thing. But then it's always known as it was originally made to please the Westerners, basically.
Made for the white people.
Literally, yeah. Then again, we have that in Chinese food. We have that as well. There's certain dishes, like for instance, I don't even know what Kung Pao chicken is. That's really popular in America. But
to be honest, I've never eaten Kung Pao chicken.
But I don't even know what it is because I don't remember it existing. It obviously does now, but it doesn't ring a bell in terms of like if I think back to my culture, it doesn't remind me of anything. But then again,
if I'm getting Chinese food, of course I know it's not traditional Chinese food, but it's usually I'm going with lo mein or something of that. I get lo mein or I get fried rice, or I'll get, unfortunately, General Tso's chicken.
Do you know what lo mein actually means?
No, I don't.
The word lo is to mix, and mein obviously means noodles. So it means to mix noodles, which would imply that it usually has some kind of sauce.
I actually make pretty good at-home lo mein and at-home fried rice, but I have to go to the Eastern markets to get the stuff to make it, because otherwise it's trash.
Yeah, no, we've got to do the same thing here. Like we can't just go to our local supermarket. They don't have the stuff. You've got to go to a specialist market.
Yeah, like I have to go get and I'm probably gonna butcher this, and I'm sorry, like the Shaoxing wine, or however you pronounce it. The rice vinegar.
It depends if it's a Cantonese or Mandarin pronunciation, because I speak Cantonese, so like the way you pronounce things.
I know it has like an X and an I and an A.
XIA is xia. That's how it's pronounced.
So it's Shaoxing. So it's Shaoxing wine, the cooking wine. I have to get that because I've tried other like cooking wines, like rice wine and other stuff. It doesn't do the same stuff.
Yeah.
And then I have to get the correct beef.
The correct beef.
I also have to get Yeah, they thinly slice it, man. They don't. The American market stuff, they don't cut it as thin.
Because that's because you guys like steaks, so you want it thick.
Yeah, you don't get the
you like that
the
sirloin
style beef and things like that.
Yeah. Annoying thing is that we can't get some.
Make food when I leave here.
Because I'm a big steak fan, and we can't get certain cuts of steak here because they're American. For instance, like like a New York strip.
That doesn't make sense. You just have to get a butcher to cut it.
Yeah, but then you'd have to explain to him exactly which part you want him to cut.
Okay.
So, like, for instance, which part is New York strip? That's like in between a sirloin and ribeye, right, or something like that.
I believe so.
Yeah. So then you would have firstly you have to go to a butcher who can do that, because a lot of butchers. I don't know how they are in America, but in London at least, maybe up north like Scotland and stuff, those kind of areas, maybe it's better. But in London, not all butchers are that skilled. They tend to have their preset items, and it's kind of like if you want anything else, like tough. So
see, here it's whatever. So essentially, not all butchers, but a actual butcher. If I shot and killed a game animal myself, or hunted it with a bow or whatever I used to do it, I can go to that butcher and he could clean and dress it for me.
See,
if I
that
so
makes
desire.
sense because you guys hunt. We don't do that. I mean, we hunt foxes,
like, butchers
but that's just stupid.
Butchers definitely do way more stuff.
Yeah, when we hunt foxes, that's for sport, so we're killing it for no reason. At least like when Americans hunt, they can eat whatever they capture.
Usually, there are some
Yeah.
people who
Or just shoot
do
them
it
for the sake of
doing it.
shooting them. Yeah, but
I don't-
if, say,
I pref-
if say you killed a deer, why would you not eat it? Or you just leave the body there? That's a bit weird, right?
Usually, they take its antlers. They'll kill a buck and get its antlers, and that's about it. But most people who do stuff like that aren't. They use it because it offsets their expense of food and things like that.
Yeah.
So, like, they're gonna go. Like my aunt and uncle in Washington State, he'll go and hunt deer, and that's a good chunk of what their protein is for the winter. So they don't have to rely on going to the supermarket for
Oh,
things.
obviously because you can just freeze it, right? And it'll last for ages.
Yeah, well, they know how to. They know how to, kill, clean, and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
So the cost of
So
it...
they will basically.
Yeah, so the cost is one shell, basically, right?
Yeah, so whatever they paid to get the license to hunt, and
Oh,
then
there's
however
licenses
much
as
it
well.
costs to
Okay.
do the. Yeah, you can't just go out and shoot shit for no reason.
I
Government's
thought
gotta
it was
get its money
America. I thought you
somehow.
could do what you want.
No, you gotta pay to do everything anymore, man.
That's...
If it's your land, they can't do anything. Like if you have abundance of land,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get a game warden coming on your property. But if somebody reports you, then you'll get in trouble. But yeah, you're basically the cost of your round. If you could get it in one shot, that's your food forever.
Yeah, but I'm sure, like, what kind of round would they use?
It depends on what they're hunting with. If they're using like trying to think.
So rifle
Usually
round
it's a
is...
hunting rifle, so like a 308, I think is the correct round.
308s aren't that
caliber.
expensive, right? Because it's
One
not
more
that
time?
it's not that big compared to some of the other calibers.
Yeah, it has more of a high-powered back end.
Yeah, more
than anything else,
penetration,
so-
right?
Yeah,
I do love guns.
yeah,
by the way.
that's your sniper rifle. So
Yeah, even though I don't have a gun and I can't buy a gun, I do love guns.
they're pretty cool.
You should have
You gotta
seen.
understand their
I spent $300 on ammunition when I was in Vegas.
Oh, nice.
I fired a Desert Eagle, so obviously it was the 5.0. AK-47.
Yeah, those are interesting.
You know what? The Desert Eagle didn't kick as much as I thought it would.
You know why?
Is it
That
the recoil?
freaking counterweight on that barrel, dude.
Oh, it's got a recoil system, is it?
No, the counterweight on it prevents you from.
Oh, is
So,
that
when
why the
you
barrel
lift that gun?
is so heavy? So the big.
Oh, yeah,
the-
dude.
So that's a counterweight. I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, that's built into the engineering of the design.
Oh,
so
okay.
basically,
So it's like a
when you're
compensator.
doing that, yeah, it's a compensator.
But it's built in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That's really interesting. I was always wondered why the front was so big. It looks really
that
cool
gun
though.
is extremely heavy. Yes, it's very cool.
Yeah, I was expecting it to blow my hand off, and I was like, you know, it's actually all right. Then I fired a shotgun, and I was like, that kicks a lot more.
If you get a Magnum, like a 57 Magnum or something
Yeah.
like that, that'll kick your ass because of how it's designed.
Because it was designed for men, right? It wasn't designed for people to hold it in a half-assed way.
It's meant to eliminate a problem, so you don't have to worry about your hand.
Shoot once and forget.
Yes. A bear, dead. Enemy, dead.
You can kill a bear with a magnum?
I don't know what it's called, but it's basically a 50 caliber version of it.
Oh, because I thought, don't they have those elephant gun type of guns with the massive round? Then you use those to kill bears.
You can. I mean, there are bear guns.
Bear guns.
There's a lot of guns. I don't know all the names.
Well,
I feel like I'm doing a disservice because
from
it's
my
like I go, oh, I know this. That's
from
about it.
my research, apparently there's very few things a 50 cal can't go through.
Pretty much.
It penetrates a lot of things, like engine blocks, car doors, walls, concrete. Like it goes through a lot of stuff. The material has to be at least like
But
a
that's 'cause
foot
it's-
thick.
Well, that's because of sheer mass.
Yeah. Then you got the incendiary rounds, which like burns through. I find guns really interesting. That's all. I really like guns.
I mean, it's a mechanical thing that can basically prevent something from existing.
Like, I'm not a fan of killing, obviously, but it's like I just like the gun itself. Like, if we were shooting
No,
zombies,
I know.
so it's like I wish there were things that we can shoot, but then obviously not humans or animals. So imagine like zombies are the perfect thing to shoot because you're allowed to kill them.
Yes.
If only they existed.
No, don't say that. We don't want that. I really don't want to deal with zombies.
I want
really
zombies to exist, but for us to be able to handle them. So I don't want the apocalypse, I just want the zombies.
You don't want the, oh man, like, this is vindicated because this dude was a complete shit and now I get to shoot his face. He just want to be like, oh, there's a random thing known as a zombie that I can kill now.
Basically, yeah. Although the other thing may also work depending on how much I hate the guy.
Gotcha.
But then I don't know.
Oh, vindication.
Is there any joy in killing something that's already dead? Like, imagine you hate the guy, but he's already dead, and you're just shooting him, but you know he doesn't know you're shooting him because he's already dead.
It's visual interface.
Yeah,
your body won't know the difference.
Then it's like, is there a point? It's like, imagine you paid someone to be your wife, and then she was a supermodel, but you paid her. Then it's like, yeah, technically she's your wife, but then is it the same thing? I don't know. Debatable, I guess. Some people would say yes.
It depends on your perspective.
I think a Trump type would be like, yeah.
If you still get everything that you get with having a wife, then does it really matter? Because technically you pay to have a partner anyways. You get
Well,
them
yeah,
gifts,
I
do
guess
stuff.
you do indirectly pay. Unless you're a
It
house
just
husband and
depends on
she's the
how
money
you view
bags.
it. What's that?
Unless you're the house husband and she's the money bags, which can happen these days.
Oh yeah.
PokeChris says the electric effects are cool. Oh, he's talking about your lightning.
Yeah, the lightning looks great.
Yeah, this game, look, I can zoom in, like you can really see the lightning now, look. Do it for the stream. I've zoomed in. Now I can't see
dude.
anything. It's way too zoomed in. They really need like a mouse wheel system where we can kind of dial it back and forth. Most RPGs have that. Oh,
Why am I leading the forefront of this attack?
I actually don't know. I noticed you were doing it and I was like, meh. Meh, she.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Meh, you want to lead? So what? Who says a mage can't tank?
I mean, I have okay vitality right now. I got 40.
Alright.
Oh, here we are.
You might want to let... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, you might want to let me go in first, but it's too late. Let me cast the golem. There he is. My skeletons are doing the classic...
They made this thing entirely too realistic. Makes me a little queasy.
Oh, because of the disturbing nature of insects.
No, its butt did things that I did not want to see in HD.
Yeah, that's true. Depending on how you feel about insects. Well,
I don't care about it. I think insects are fascinating creatures.
Oh, you must have loved Starship Troopers then.
Oh yeah.
That was a cool film though.
Rico's Roughnecks. Oh my god, I butchered
Rico's
that.
Roughnecks.
Rico's Roughnecks.
No, you can't.
Oh my
You can't
God.
say it casually. You got to say it in that dog voice.
Rico's Roughnecks.
You got to say it like that.
Well, I got people trying to sleep in the room next to me, so I'm not trying to be too much of a butthead.
Fine, but
Fine.
there's no
Rico's Roughnecks.
there's no punch. You can't say Rico's like casually. Rico's Roughnecks.
Yeah.
That's just wrong.
Yeah, that's terrible.
What was the line before that? It was something's Roughnecks, and then the response was Rico's Roughnecks.
You want to live forever?
Right.
And it's
And
like,
then
oh my god, that's gonna bother me. I can't remember.
it was something, and then it was like Rico's Roughnecks. It was a response. It wasn't a statement. It was a response.
Oh, I'm gonna have to Google it.
Something along like who's Roughnecks? Rico's Roughnecks. Obviously not like that because it sounds stupid, but a cool version, whatever the actual line was. PokeChris says researchers researchers did an experiment to create a zombie, but not really possible due to criteria. Well, I mean, I guess how would it work? Because how do you reanimate a dead body anyway? I guess if you know what, if you could put a chip into the brain, so and that obviously decoded the signals, and you could control each part of their body, you could essentially like move the corpse, but then it wouldn't be a zombie. It will be a controlled corpse.
Yeah.
Until rigor mortis sets in, and then they can't move anymore. But that's quite interesting, right? If you make like essentially like a dead body drone that you can send into battle.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it in this thing. Just looking at him.
Pokey Chris says I have to go now. See you later. It was a great stream. Thank you, Pokey Chris, as usual. See you next time. Hopefully you can join another one. And buy from Red as well, I'm guessing.
If you don't do your job, I'll kill you myself. Do you get me?
Wait, is that the line before?
Welcome to the Roughnecks. Rico's Roughnecks!
Okay, yeah, that's okay. It wasn't a response, it was an addition.
Yeah, the
Welcome
dude
to the
popped up
Roughnecks.
and was like,
Rico's Roughnecks. And then the next person would be like, but no one asked whose Roughnecks they were. And they would be like, oh, I feel stupid now.
That's that Mandela effect, my guy. Messing everything up.
Yeah, that makes sense, Rico. Who's welcome to the Roughnecks? Rico's Roughnecks. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he's welcome to the Roughnecks. He goes, Rico's Roughnecks!
The coolest character had to be the you know, the Sarge, the one who taught them, and then he was being killed, and then he told them like, if I ever get killed, you gotta shoot me. Like, you gotta shoot me before they take me. And as he is done, he's like, dude, shoot me, dude. So, but basically, he kept his word. He wasn't, you know, he wasn't like afraid in the end. He kept his word.
Yeah.
I found out that was the coolest moment. And then Rico killed him.
That's a man's man.
Yeah, as a man's, that's an optimist guy right there. So yeah, then Rico killed him, becoming him. So it was like a reborn story, right?
Yeah.
He killed him and he became him.
That's crazy. Deep thoughts about Starship Trooper. Would you like to know more?
No, Alexa, no.
I love it because I'm fully in the whole propaganda, like all that kind of stuff. Like it's everywhere. Like it's almost impossible to get away from. So like anytime I see stuff like that, I'm like, would you like to know more?
Did you watch the South Park episode then, with Alexa going, "Would you like to know more?"
Yes. the pandemic specials.
I didn't understand the Alexa in that. So is she an android or is she a hologram?
I think it's an android.
So she's physical.
Like it's a physical thing. I think they never really touch on it whether she's a real thing or not.
Then you know when he gets pissed off and he goes, Alexa off, she disappears. But then she's able to touch stuff.
Oh, maybe it isn't.
No, but she can touch
she's
things.
A hologram.
Well, like a hard light hologram. Like, how does it work? I find that interesting.
South Park, we need answers.
Yeah, I know, it's true, right? But
also,
also,
Trey Parker and Matt Stone on the phone.
On that note, right? You know, essentially, it was a play on like, you know, like an old married couple where they're like together for so long they're kind of sick of each other.
Yes.
So I understand that reference, right? But then what I don't understand is because Alexa wasn't like that. Because when he bought one for Kyle, the Alexa was normal, right? She didn't have the hatred in her. So my question is, why is that a desirable effect? So I understand it's the future, so the AI is smart enough to mimic that, you know, that old married couple effect, right? As in, like, the AI is smart enough to know that. But why is that a desired effect? Surely you wouldn't want that to happen, right? Surely you would want that to be stripped from the programming.
Yes. So it's just that's Trey Parker and Matt Stone being themselves.
Yeah. So my question is, why is that part of the AI, and why would you want that? Wouldn't you turn it off?
You don't.
That was my.
You don't remember when she was like, "Now you have a contract," and he's like, "Please, Stan, you gotta stop. She's gonna kill me." And he had to do that stuff. He's like, "Dude, I know what to do. I know what to do."
Yeah, no,
It's like extreme marketing, like
Yeah.
extreme realism marketing. That's what they're going off of.
Okay, I guess that's where the joke was. I was just questioning it. I was wondering if I got the right end of it.
Where did you go?
I'm in the Far Oasis because I'm assuming we have to go to the next part, right?
Oh, you already went to the teleporter. Okay.
I'm thinning out the herd.
Did you go up the stairs already?
I'm doing a Purge 2022.
Oh, I saw you blip. I saw a blip of you. I'm gonna burn all my stamina running over to you.
And then I can carry on running because I would have full stamina by the time you reach me. But I won't. It's fine. Oh, I can see lightning. Someone's killing the scarabs. So useful having the prayer mercenary, right?
Yeah, it helps. Especially with lightning.
Oh, it's a magic resistant. That's what my summons are for.
Of course it is.
This early on?
But don't they technically count as magic? It's a bit of a gray area.
I mean, my mages definitely do, but I think the physical skeletons are still physical. But the mages definitely, yeah. The keyword being resistant and not proof. Or immune. Immune is the
Very
word.
true.
Yeah, because you do so much damage that even resistant you can still kill them, but immune? Another story.
I think we need to go to the dry hills now.
That's
which
the
is past
problem.
The Lost City.
That's the problem I ran into when I got my mage into hell. Is like, because there was no tank, I wasn't able to do the damage. Because the mercenary would die in like 2 hits.
Yeah, the mercenary, the helpers are not very.
Yeah,
they're very squishy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So then, because I didn't have any other tank, because I'm a mage, I couldn't actually. Oh, I need to go back to town. My mercenary died as I was talking about it. Yeah, so because I don't have any other tanks, I can't actually. Nothing can tank for me, so I can't do any damage. And if I can't do any damage, they don't die.
Greetings.
So that was the problem I ran into in hell with a mage. I don't know if you found that. You had any hard time in hell with a mage?
Greetings.
No, because I would always do the summon stuff. And I was probably way higher level than I ever needed to be. Because I was constantly helping people do runs.
Yeah.
So like I'd just go and do a run. I'd be like, oh, I need help with Bale, and I'd be like, cool. And I'd just
So
do
you just
Bale
end
runs
up
for like
over-leveling.
hours. Back before they did all the regulation changes, when you could like put a perfect gem and give it to somebody at like level 1, you'd be like, here, have a socketed weapon that's trash, but it has everything you need to live.
Yeah.
Like that's what I would do. I'd build gems and weapons and go from there. I'd get like stones of Jordan so I could hand those out to newbies and stuff.
Okay.
It was good times. Like, because by the time you get to the Stone of Jordan, it's like 50-50 whether it's going to be useful to you or not.
I'll take the trident because you've got an amazing one.
Yeah, he's not... He is... Actually, he's a level now to do it, so... BRB right quick.
Oh, you got to equip that trident.
Yes, because now he's got a high enough level he can do it.
Oh, I just realized mine doesn't have any armor. Alright, next time you see armor, let me know. I'll put it on my guy.
We haven't been really getting like decent enough armor. I've had to buy stuff.
Yeah.
You need to find the Viper. Because the Lost City is just kind of a, like, in the way thing. You just got to get to the Viper Temple.
Yeah, but I still need the
Law
waypoint
of
though.
Vipers.
It's weird because right now I should be using curses and I'm not, so it feels really weird.
I know, doesn't it?
Yeah, because you know, as a necromancer, you're just cursing all the time. You're just cursing everyone.
And this poison sucks.
Yep. I'm
Look
waiting,
at how shitty these guys are.
waiting for my mercenary healing to kick in. Ah, crap! He's gonna die again.
Oh, my mercenary died. Shit.
Yeah, it's like I'm having trouble keeping track of where he is. It's so dark. Now I've got to pick up healing potions just so I can heal him.
Oof. Poison stuff is nasty.
Oh damn! I'm 17 already. Didn't even realize.
Yeah, we're getting up there, man.
Definitely more.
So they make it now. Back then, like, it would scale, but it wouldn't scale to a certain effect.
Yeah.
Like, it would just be kind of more difficult, even though you got the experience. But definitely doing the game with other people. Like, if you have a full party,
XP's through the roof.
you get so much more experience.
My mercenary's not
What was this?
activating his aura. It's annoying. Because I should be healing right now.
Maybe we need to stop and let him catch up.
No, he needs to fight someone for it to activate. Come on, fight someone. Oh great, everything is dying too fast. Fight someone. Why is it not activating?
Do something.
What did I pay you for, man?
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
It's like he's not doing his job. I'm paying the guy and he's like not doing it. What do you say to that? You're a bad
You
worker.
just go hire somebody else.
If only.
You're not using your stuff how you're supposed to. I'm gonna hire the other guy. This would never happen with Anal. I think we're gonna have to go down the stairs to get the waypoint. Yep.
I think in real life we would have kept Anal just 'cause she looks nice. Even though the this guy's probably doing a better job.
Well, they level with you, so you can have them get a high enough level where they sort of are comparable, but they'll never like survive Diablo, you know. But they'll still be able to hang with like enemies and stuff at higher level.
Yeah, but I just find they die to like unique monsters quite easily. Or even some special monsters. Come on, he needs to heal, man. There it is,
There it is.
finally. Now he's praying. He didn't feel the spirit of the Lord before, but now he is.
Diablo, there is no Lord. It's angels and demons.
But who created them?
Okay, now we got a creationist on our mix.
It's a cycle, isn't it? Oh, where's my guy? Oh, he died again. Oh, come. Really? BRB. Come on. I didn't even see him die.
I gotta go get mine.
Hello.
I didn't see him die.
Good evening.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah, I didn't see him. No, because they're so dark. That's the annoying thing. The whole lights out thing. Stupid snakes.
Good morning.
Dang old claw vipers.
These goddamn snakes that have arms. What the hell's that about, man?
The MNF and snakes and the MNF and Des.
I'm tired of these snakes and M&M and play. What I loved about that film,
Oddly enough, that movie is not even that terrible.
do you know, I've not seen it because it just looked like a pile of crap. I didn't see it, and it was blatantly Jackson going, you know what, man, I need some money, So I'm just gonna do this film.
As somebody who watches movies just for the sake of seeing what the context and whatever is,
Yeah.
because I'll go into a movie, like everybody that I know will be like, "Oh man, they're doing this. It's got to have this standard." I go into that movie going, "This is an original work that somebody is interpreting. It is not going to be the same as whatever original work that it started from." So I always go in with a clear head and go, "I'm going to enjoy this for what it is." And it's either going to be a pile of garbage that I'll laugh at and look back and go, "I can't believe I wasted my time," or I'll watch and go, "You know what? That was actually entertaining." And Snakes on a Plane was one of those movies.
I do that once I've decided to watch the film. But if I decide to not watch the film, then I'm like, meh.
Yeah, there's some stuff in there that makes you cringe because I think like a poisonous snake bites a dude in his wiener.
Okay.
And yeah, it's not. It's like.
Did he
but
survive?
Other than that, like they do stuff that
Did
like,
he die?
gives you that jumpy stuff.
Yeah. I know at the end of the
We don't
film
wanna
he
go in the
turns
trap
around.
door.
He does like a Bond style spin around and he shoots one last snake on the plane.
Yes.
That was really cringe. But then I saw that in a clip and I just thought it was really funny. Oh, there's a film on Netflix called I think Definitely Be My Maybe or something like that. It's a chick flick, but it's got Keanu Reeves in it. Right, and then the joke is one of the main characters punches Keanu Reeves, then he writes a song about it. It's actually a really funny song. It's a rap song, isn't it? So the lyrics go along the lines of like, "You best believe I punched Keanu Reeves, and it was better than any scene you could see in Speed."
That's pretty hilarious.
So the whole song is about how he punched Keanu Reeves, and then they just make references to all his movies and stuff.
I'll put that to good use.
And it's Be My Maybe.
Definitely Be My Maybe, along those lines. Randall
Gotcha.
Park's in it.
Oh, I'm getting attacked.
Oh, I'm coming. Yeah, Randall Park's in it, the one from Fresh Off the Boat. I don't know if you watched that.
I've seen a few episodes.
Yeah, that guy's in it. He's the main character.
Oh, okay. Actually, I think I've seen it then.
Yeah, because I was told to watch it, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna watch chick flick. Like, I'm not against them, but I tend to not like them. There's a few that are good, but generally I don't like them that much because they're quite predictable.
They have to be more of a rom-com for me to like it. Cause
Yeah, like some of them work. They're not all automatically bad. It just, it tends to be they're not that great.
Well, because to me, when you follow entertainment, you're searching for an emotion, right?
Yeah.
Like when you're watching something, you want to feel something of like a certain nature. To me, I don't want to feel sadness, and I don't want to feel like fright or horror. Like I like tension, like thriller stuff, and I like action, but I don't like basically watching something for the sake of seeing somebody get like murdered, if that makes sense. Like I won't watch horror stuff because I just don't like it. Like I don't like being jump scared.
World War
I don't
Z,
like, doing that stuff.
World War Z, or as we call it, World War Z. That one really did it well. Like tension wise.
Yeah. But like see, zombie stuff doesn't do that for me unless it's like super weird. Like they go for more of like the shock factor versus like actually kind of setting up a universe for it, I guess would be what I'm trying to say. But if it's just like, oh, we're here to murder people, I'm like not my kind of thing.
That's why I like John Wick, because they actually made their own universe. That it's got its own rules, it's got its own law.
Yeah, and he follows what they he definitely follows the ammo rule, which is nice. I think there was
he
only
actually
one
reloads.
scene out of the entire movie
Yeah.
where they didn't have the ammo count correct, and it was like one of the automatic weapons. They gave it like 10 to 15 extra rounds because they wanted more gusto in the scene.
Yeah, that's forgivable, to be honest, because like some people fire like 200 rounds without reloading.
Yeah, they have a freaking 9mm, and it's like bow 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 bow. 20 minutes later, bow bow bow.
It could be a Glock with an extended mags for auto.
Right, and it's just like, and it's like that should be done after like 13 of those things.
It's not even extended mags. Like the way the films do it, it's like they all have drum mags. Like every gun has a drum mag.
But yeah, it's just one of those.
Yeah.
It's one of those funny
I also
things.
don't like, and I guess like most people, same thing, right? I don't like how they cock the gun for no reason. Because every time you cock the gun, right, you're losing a round.
Yeah, you're gonna discharge the one that's in the chamber.
Yeah, so it's like they constantly cock the gun for no reason. Like, as soon as they pull it out, they cock the gun. And I think, but shouldn't your gun already be cocked? Like, isn't it lock and loaded, right? So you're gonna carry a gun around uncocked?
Condition one, if you know that. So condition one is a round in the chamber. So anytime you fully empty your magazine and the slide is completely pushed back,
yeah, it's
and
empty
you
completely.
put the clip on, you're supposed, if it doesn't automatically load it in like some guns can do, you basically set it to condition one, and that's when you pull the slide.
Okay.
Other than that, you shouldn't be messing around with it.
I thought once the new magazine goes in and then the slide comes back, doesn't the slide come back, the action itself load another round?
It's supposed to, yes.
Oh, but sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
That's why you have to manually pull it back.
If for some reason you're doing it, because it'll lock out. It has a little fold spring, and it'll hold on the slide itself. So if you put it in, and then basically you have to pull that back to release it, or you're the badass guy and you click it with your thumb and look even more cool.
And another thing they do in the films a lot, they pull the firing pin back preemptively. So then, does that just eliminate a small lag in the firing?
That's if so basically when you pull the action, it initiates the hammer, if you will.
Right. So
if
you've already pulled it back, then you save time basically.
Yeah.
Right?
If you've already pulled back and it's there, if you've released it for some reason, I don't know why, but if you release it for some reason, then you would need to pull the hammer back again.
Yeah, because in films they do that. They cock the gun and then they pull the hammer back.
Yeah, the hammer should already be engaged.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's just... But then again, every time someone pulls a gun out, it clicks. When that's not how it works.
This place is as dark
Yeah.
as a
Every single time a gun comes out, it clicks. In a film. Then again, you watch any film with car racing, right? They shift up like 50 times. It's like they have unlimited gears. They shift up, shift up, shift up. You know, where are all these gears coming from?
As a down and dirty fan of the Fast and Furious series, even though I know it's complete garbage,
Yeah.
I love it.
Do you know
But
what?
it's like, they're just doing it for dramatic effect.
You know what? Fast and Furious 1 was good. 2 had good racing, but I don't like it as a film. I don't like 3. I hated 3. Tokyo Drift, I hated that.
Oh man, Tokyo, you have to... The thing is, you have to have a nice seasoned opinion about 3.
Okay, what's your seasoned opinion about 3?
So, it's more so understanding the references that they put in there, and they basically got the actual Drift King involved with it as a cameo, which is really, really big as far as the car culture scene is concerned.
Oh, well,
now
there was an
the
actual
plot
Drift
is
King in
total
it.
shit because it's just a random American guy going to Japan and drifting what should be an all-wheel drive car that should not drift into doing it. Like, it's completely audacious, but
Yeah, because it's got too much grip, right? It wouldn't slide out.
I mean, it could, but you don't want it to. It's not built for that.
I guess you could initiate it with the handbrake and really try and overpower it. But that's technically not
you would
drifting, that's power
essentially
sliding,
have to
right?
you'd be ripping your tires
Yeah.
for no reason.
Wait, what car was he using? I thought it was rear-wheel drive. Which car was he using?
No, he was driving an Evo, my guy.
Oh, was he driving the Evo? I didn't remember because it's such a long
Yeah.
time ago.
Unless they want to have it be the whatchamacallit, which
Unless
and I can't remember the name of it.
Unless they altered the power distribution so it's mostly in the rear, like 90-10.
Yeah, you're still... I don't know if that drivetrain does that.
Well, but they're so smart, they would have engineered away, right? Because they're all tuners, and that's what they do.
Yeah, that's it.
Especially
They
Ludacris,
just knock that,
who's
they
also
just
a
remove the
hacker.
half shafts to the front wheels, and then they just make it a rear-wheel drive Evo 6 or 9 or whatever it was.
I don't even remember it was Evo. I just thought he was driving something else completely.
At first, he was driving a Genesis, a Hyundai Genesis, and he wrecked it.
Okay. Is that a tuner car? I've not really pictured it as a tuner car.
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Because
Yeah, they have the Genesis, which is like its own thing and it's branched off its own stuff. But
Yeah.
then the Hyundai Genesis, it's a sport coupe
Okay.
that you can get with a 4-cylinder or a V6.
I don't think we have those here. I've never seen one.
I don't think you guys do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't have those.
But yeah, it's a rear-wheel drive sport compact.
Yeah, because I know
Pretty gnarly.
for drifting, people love the Nissan 200 series.
Yes.
So
By definition, drifting is only a rear-wheel car can drift.
yeah,
Anything else is considered power slide.
yeah.
But yeah, the Nissan 240, I think yours is 180, the ZX, and all that stuff. That's like the big, like,
Yeah.
go-to. Like, you can't even get those cars here anymore.
Well,
because of
obviously
that.
the Toyota Corolla AE86 as well. That's like a huge one with the fans.
That's because of Initial D.
Yeah. I never heard of it until Initial D, and then I was like, what the hell is an AE86?
It's a rear-wheel drive Corolla that is.
Yeah, it's one of the last rear-wheel drive
because
Corollas,
of the
right?
power weight. Yeah, it was the only, other than technically the Torino, which is the secondary model.
Yeah. Well, did it have perfect weight distribution?
Yeah, it was a very well distributed car. It's not powerful,
Yeah.
but if you were to modify it, it would do really well on a downhill run because you're using the momentum and the inertia of the vehicle to
Yeah.
counteract basically your lack of power.
The Toyota MR2 is supposed to be really well weighted as well.
Yes, it just has terrible oversteer
Oh, okay.
because of the design of the vehicle.
Oh, because it's mid-engine.
Yes. All the weight's in the back, so you're gonna, when you dive in, the back's gonna slide out much more.
If you think that's bad, try 911. Well, the old ones, not the new ones. I guess they fixed it in the new ones.
Well, the boxer engines tend to have better distribution, so they have lower center of gravity. That's why the WRX, that boxer setup and everything. Oh my god, these Vipers.
That's okay. The
That's
Ford,
why the...
Ford can handle it.
Go ahead. But yeah, so with the boxer engine, because of its opposing piston design, and it's lighter in weight for most engines of how they're designed too, because of the material. The reciprocating engine itself makes it balanced on its own, as well as having the lower center of gravity. You're going to have better handling to begin with. Now, on the Porsches, you have the mid-engine, quote-unquote, with the rear drivetrain. Oh my god, I'm going to have to back up. With the rear drivetrain, that causes it to have more weight in the rear, so therefore you will have that oversteer in the end. But with the WRX in those setups, it's in the front, it's low down, and you have an all-wheel drive setup, so therefore you're basically have better handling than anything that's going to be around.
Yeah, there's a lot to it when it comes to cars.
Oh yeah, dude.
They said
But
that
each one has its own strength that others can't, like, do the same thing. It's pretty amazing, to be honest.
Well, I know the Honda NSX was known as a really, really good car.
It is a very expensive...
It wasn't when it was new.
I don't want to say it's...
I guess it's expensive now.
Car.
Yeah. Oh, you think it's beyond supercar?
Well, that's why I said I was like, it's definitely not a hypercar.
Oh, it's not
it
a
was
hypercar,
something
okay.
to compete with. I can't remember what vehicle they wanted it to compete with.
It was supposed
But
to compete with
that's what they
supers.
chose the time for.
It was the cheapest supercar at the time, I think.
Yeah. Oh, you got something that gave you curses?
Yep. Only we can,
Nice.
but better than nothing.
Hey,
It will help on Duriel,
it gives you...
providing we
Oh,
can
if we
survive.
made it that far, I'm starting to get fucking tired.
I don't know, if you wanna call it a night, that's fine. Like, we've been doing it like almost 4 hours.
Yeah, we have. I say we get to get done with this and then we'll call it.
Alright, let's do that.
Man, now you got me thinking about cars and food. Ugh.
Well, I like guns,
mana
I
potions.
like cars, I like food. I like games.
Man, I am completely useless at this point. I'm about to die. I got a portal in the back.
That's okay. They're dead now.
Oh, they did die.
Yep, they're all dead. I think there might be one more. Let me just seek and destroy. Yeah, there's some minor stuff. Don't worry about it. They'll be dead by the time you get here.
Well, I still gotta get the amulet.
Yeah, just some zombies. You just fired out one shot.
Yep. I went in and went.
You
Oh,
came
man,
in
this is
right at the
bad.
end. You fired that one shot.
All right. Let's go back. Get stuff situated. Yeah, it was fun, man.
Yeah,
Like I
man.
said, if you wanna do it again next Saturday, it's up to you.
Yeah.
I'm totally down for whatever.
Next Saturday is fine because it was hard for me to stream because obviously it was up to me. But if we have a schedule saying, all right, let's do it Saturday, then I guess I will at least be doing one stream a week, which is doable.
And I don't really have anything planned, so we can do it a little bit earlier if you would like to, so that way you can have a little bit more of an audience.
Yeah, that would be good. It's not essential
Okay.
because
Yeah, just
yeah.
yeah, just let me know.
All right, that should be fine then. So we'll call it next Saturday.
Yep, next Saturday.
All right, let me just deposit this stuff in the stash. All right then. So you're gonna be off?
Yep, I'm off, man. I appreciate it.
No
Look forward
problems.
to next time.
See you next time. Okay, there goes the red gaming. Put it into chat mode. Hello, Optimus. Just got back from getting more vodka. Y'all ending? Yes, I think so. It's been a while. It's like almost 4 hours, so that's quite a lot for me. Well, these days it is anyway. But yeah, as usual, guys, thank you all for joining, and I think I'll do one next Saturday just so I can continue this game because I like talking to the Reddits. Good conversations going on. But yeah, so maybe a bit earlier next time, then more people can watch. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, Optimus, and whoever else is watching. There's another person watching, but I don't know who it was. That's Doom, Balgi. Wait, before I go, do Bulgarians and Russians have a thing going on? Is there a blood feud? Because I don't know the story. He seemed to be very patriotic about Bulgaria, and not so much about Russia, though. So I was like, okay, what's going on here? Is there a history between you guys? Just out of interest, because, you know, it's interesting. Optimus says, they wish they were us. So this is like James Franco in the interview when he goes, they hate us because they ain't us. They hate us because they ain't us. Basically. Yeah, delay is quite bad in the chat. I haven't seen that movie, but oh yes. Optimus, knowing you need to watch that movie. James Franco and Seth Rogen in the interview. You need to watch that movie. Because there's a lot of funny, your type of humor in it. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next Saturday. Maybe before that if I find time to stream. But yeah, then I shall. Alright then. Have a good night, guys. And that's not... Oh, there it is. Wrong button. Wrong button. And let's terminate this thing. It's mashing buttons here. Bye!